Good morning. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Saturday. What happened to my light? Anyways, good morning, everybody. Can you hear me? You can hear me and you can hear this, right? Yay. It's a little quiet for me, but I don't care. That's just what we're living with right now. Fucking computers. I truly don't understand how, like, I know I'm not the only one, but the amount of times that I've woke up in the morning, come out, and my PC is like in the login screen, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? I have all auto updates blocked. It will baffle me until the end of time, I think. It's right? What the fuck is that? Like, I swear to you, I know how to block fucking Windows updates. I have everything blocked. Nothing can auto update, and yet I come out and my PC's on the login screen and I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like, here's your new updates, tee hee ha ha. And I'm like, audio, fuck. So I just had to reroute all the audio. It's fine. It's just fucking annoying. Windows owns us. Like, the more and more Windows goes, the more and more I feel like they are Macifying themselves desperately. Good morning, Cocky. How are you, love? I almost burped right into the mic. I used to, Viata. Like, I don't know. I've been told there's two different schools that people have told me, and there's never like a leaning one way super hard. Some people believe in turning your computers off regularly, and some people have told me that turning off your computers regularly, like, is hard on the computer. So usually what I do is on purpose restart my PCs on my day off. Like, I turn them off on Sunday nights and turn them off all night long, like once a week. But I genuinely like don't know what's better for the PC, like the longevity of the PC. And that's the thing, Viata, like I'm operating same on just like multiple pieces of advice and I don't know. Oh, Windows 11's a fucking nightmare. Don't do it unless you have to. I had to. Like, you can't buy a PC now that doesn't, like, you can't. I had to replace my streaming PC last year, and it came with Windows 11, a license for Windows 11. And my dumbass, not fucking realizing it's such a piece of shit, I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll get used to Windows 11. Ugh. Don't. Avoid that Windows. I mean, I know, I'm well aware. This October, it's like what? I know the date. I think it's like October 25th or something this year. All support for Windows 10 is gonna die. I'm praying to fuck that they fix Windows 11 before that hits, because this is just asinine. Like, it's an ass. It's so broken. Good morning, 6 Pete. How are you? I am not Ian. You are now. Ian cleaning up for my best gal Millie's artist to come over and watch The Wedding Singer. Oh, fuck yes. I refuse. Dude, Windows 11's a fucking nightmare. You should refuse it in all ways, shapes, or forms. I'm seriously toying with switching to Linux. All my Steam games pretty much run on Linux. I've considered it. Like, if I wasn't a streamer, I'd fuck around with it for funsies. I just, like, because I need this to be reliable every day, I don't know. I think it's laziness. I'm sticking to my guns of Windows, and it will fucking work for me. I had to reinstall Windows 11 twice in the last 8 months. If any of you have to go to Windows 11, feel free to come to chat, because we could give you all the advice on what not to install. Like, Windows 11's a living nightmare. OneDrive, that's all I have to say. OneDrive. OneDrive can eat a fucking butt. Yeah, we've all had to suffer it. We have good advice on how to get into Windows, if you have to. How to break into Windows 11 without wanting to die. It's still a nightmare. Good morning, Glut. I'm having to leave my work PC and connect to the VPN because they're updating it to Windows 11. Oh, I'm so sorry. Should we cheers? I have a stoner bowl from last night. I don't know what strain. One of the strains. I think Appalachia White. I got a new lighter because that one's done. That's such a sad... Maybe I should try to use it up, though. It's like... This is the one from yesterday. It had the cutest little light, but it might be dead now. Yeah, she's dead now. I should throw you away. Bye, lighter. Cheers. Oh my god, Vex, it was so good. Holy shit. So I ended up getting... Because I wanted to make, like, a burrito out of it, I got tandoori. Like, they had, like, oh my god, David, you just reminded me. I got like a tandoori sampler or whatever, just so Zach and I could pick off it. And so it was all this different meat that was cooked in the tandoori oven. And I cannot tell you, like, it was easily one of the best things. I know, I completely forgot to take pictures. I did make cookies though, and I took pictures of that. One moment. Last time I went and got weed, I got myself a new clipper and totally forgot. So thank you for that. I know, dude, Vex, I'm like the worst, to be honest. I'm really bad at remembering to take pictures of things. It's bad. It's the bakery. I love getting baked and baking. But I did. My cookies, like, came out borderline perfect. Man, I say that every time. I make a mean cookie. Like, I feel like my life's journey is to make the perfect chocolate chip cookie. And I'm always experimenting with it. And this time, instead of mixing like a teaspoon of salt or whatever into the cookie dough, I used like crunchy, flaky salt and I literally put a little bit in my hand and took my finger and did like that on each cookie. Just like a tiny bit of crystallized salt on the top instead of in the dough. And oh my fucking God, but they look perfect. I don't know how I did that, but oh my God, they look like store-bought cookies. They're so pretty. I'll post a picture later. Literally, I had to devour the burrito sober up, and then I made cookies, and then I remembered. And then I took pictures of the cookies. It's terrible. On Fridays, I just get so high. Speaking of, cheers. What's a cowboy cookie? I've added cinnamon before, no shit. I added like the smallest amount of cinnamon just to see what it would do. And I fed it to Zach and he's like, why are the cookies different? And I was like, oh, okay. I guess that wasn't like a positive ad on my part. But that's fine. I didn't think it really did anything to the cookies. Like if I'm gonna make like a cinnamony cookie, honestly, I'd make Viada's mom's those pumpkin cookies. I've thought about making those pumpkin cookies and then instead of raisins doing chocolate chips, like a chocolate chip pumpkin cookie, that would be fucking tasty. I do, same. I put cinnamon in everything. I'm a slut for cinnamon, same. Like my coffee in the morning, I put it in the steamed milk. Like I love cinnamon. I like cinnamon actually is a really weird ingredient. I'm sure you've experienced this if you like cinnamon, but if you add too much cinnamon, it starts to like gelatinize. Is that a word? Oh my God, oh, like butterscotch chips? Dude, you might be fucking with something right there. Butterscotch chips? Oh, fucking what? Yeah, I'd fuck that. Often I'm sure about your abilities when making creating things. Just know that your efforts and attention to detail is much better than than a bunch of people who are overconfident. You're far too kind. Thank you. It's a constant. It's a constant. Is it really loud? Oh, I'm so sorry. Audio is fucked up today, so if audio seems off or extra loud for some reason or whatever, please let me know. My PC updated overnight, so I had to reroute all the audio first thing this morning, and it's going to be iffy. So feel free. Like, if it sounds weird, if I'm quiet or if music's too loud or vice versa, you let me know. And also, my tabs did not crash, so I have a bundle from yesterday. I didn't count them, but I have a bundle. Let me move them over. Hold on. It didn't crash, so that's the... I can't remember who taught me how to do this, but my tabs kept, like, my computer would do the fucking restart bullshit overnight, and then I'd lose all the tabs from Friday. So, I can't remember who taught me, but someone taught me that you can actually, like, save the bundle of tabs. What's the term? It's like a bookmark, but it's a bookmark of all the tabs on that browser. So I did that. So I just pulled it up, and it's just all the tabs. It's great. Bats, abscess tabs. Yep. We're getting there. Dude, no shit. I bought Zach for Christmas. I got like the Costco like thing of Reese's, full-size Reese's, and I stuffed 5 stockings full of Reese's for him. And he just ran out of them. Like, it took him a little over a month to go through an entire Costco pack. Like, that's how much our household loves Reese's. It's crazy. I love Reese's. You can do recently closed windows, but Firefox has a thing where you can actually, like, you can bookmark a bundle of tabs. So you can close your browser, restart your computer, and then you can go to that bookmark, and it opens up all those tabs again. It's really fucking useful. Stab is good. Saber, I hope you're having a good day, Honeybean. These are clippers, by the way. If you've never heard of a clipper lighter, so this funny story, you mentioned this, because no shit, I went to buy weed last week, and they had like a set of clippers on it, and I was like, oh, Zach, will you grab me one of those clipper lighters real quick? And he's like, this? And pulls it out, and I'm like, yeah. And he goes, why the fuck is it called a clipper? And I'm like, because it's literally called it literally says clipper on it. I didn't know how to, but the bartender and I had a good giggle at him about that. Clippers are great, though. They're technically, I'll tell you why they're created to be useful. Technically, you can take them apart, and they have all the mechanisms inside to stuff and roll a joint. They are also refillable. You can refill them with lighter fluid, which is great. My reasoning for buying these is none of those reasons at all. I have never rolled a joint with one of these, even though it literally has the instructions on the side. I've taken them apart to look at the pieces. I've never refilled a lighter in my entire life. The reason I like them is that circular base is just so fucking pleasant to repack a bowl. Clippers have been around for a long time. I don't know when they came about, to be honest. I have no idea. But they've been around for years. But the like the characteristic of a clipper is that they're round, as opposed to like, this is actually from my dispensary, Medicine Man. They're both from my dispensary, but like round base. But this is, I mean, I know if you smoke pot or if you know potheads, that's the joke of potheads. You look at a pot, this is how I know it's my lighter, is the corners are all burnt away from me repacking bowls. These are just so nice because you just do this like, ooh, with the round base. It's so fucking nice. But theoretically, yeah, refill them, roll a joint, whatever the fuck. I don't know. I should refill them, but from, so like, when you burn it, and then you sit there and repack it, the bottom of your lighter, literally, I just threw away that white one. I'd show you one that's heavily used. This one's not. The bottoms literally get caked in resin. There's no way to refill them. I have lighter fluid. I don't even know. Like, it's going to get destroyed. It's going to get all packed up with resin and shit just from me using the base of the lighter. But that is like lighters. I don't know a person who doesn't use the base of their lighter to repack a bowl. Clipper has a wide range of lighters, gas refills, and other accessories. The Clipper lighter was made in 1972. No shit. Wow. Okay, it has been around for a while. They're so cheap. That's the thing. I mean, they're literally the same price as a Bic. You can get a pack of these for $5. So, like, yeah, refill them if you can, if you're not using them to repack your bowl. But if by the time it's empty, it's totally caked with, like, resin, is it worth carving all that resin out and alcohol cleaning the bottom of a plastic lighter? I don't know. If you're worried about recycling, get yourself a fucking Zippo. Unfun fact. Ooh, fun. The reason the bottoms of Bics are white is to help police identify pot smokers.
Turn it off, Willard.
Wait, is that real? Because that's fucking hilarious. Is that real? I don't doubt you. That's just wild. I've never heard that. I believe it, though. I still remember when I bumped into a coworker at a bar. He was surprised I had a lighter and immediately checked the bottom. That's, I mean, no shit. I go to Burning, I mean, I talk about Burning Man too often. It's pretty much like my one social experience is going and burning and shit like that. But if we have like a pile of lighters on a table, genuinely, you just pick them all up and go, found mine. It's gonna be fucked. Like, it's just... That's just case in point. That's the way the stoner lighter is. I don't know someone who doesn't, unless you have some special packing tool, Like you guys know, I've used chapsticks and stuff to pack because they're round. It's the round. That's the best part. One of the things I ordered Zeke will show up today. Is it coming here or post office? Because I can get it at the post office. It's a bottle of Novus Red plastic polish. It's for use with the Memorex OptiFlix. I ordered him so you can repair discs. Ooh. You can repair discs? Oh, that sounds fun. No, you're right. Cheers. Okay, so we have clips from yesterday. Let's watch those. And then I thought maybe we could feed some spiders or something. I wanted to show you guys this. This is crazy. If you were here the other day, what day was it? The day that I got really sick. It was literally the day before was it Tuesday or whatever? On Tuesday. So today's Saturday, right? Tuesday. I showed you guys those hornworms, the green caterpillars. And I was like, guys, check this shit. In 3 or 4 days, they're going to be monsters. Disgusting. Disgusting. Look at that. Huge. They're so big. Gross. Aren't they fucking enormous? I swear to you, when I bought them, they were like this, maybe this long. They grow so fast. Like, all of that is shit. All the food was up here and it's all gone. They eat it all and they grow huge and then they turn into moths if you don't feed them. And we need to feed them, and those are going to be it's kind of sick, but if you haven't been around for a tarantula feeding, one of the thrills of the tarantula feeding is the hornworms, because I got a lot of big spiders, and when they're hungry, and when they're hungry, they fucking like ka-choo down on those worms. The worms explode. It's fucking disgusting. We call them gummy worms or like gummy bears or whatever because it just makes it nicer, but they genuinely pop. It is so fucking gnarly. But those worms are like a huge hydration hit. That's why you reminded me. Huge hydration hit for a spider, so they're really good for him. Mapache, no shit. Was that in the music video yesterday? That's why that creepy man in the costume. Mapache means raccoon. I know. So weird. You could. They bite though. That's the gross part. Like, of all the things in my house, and you guys know I have tarantulas, I've had scorpions, I have frogs, I have lizards, I have snakes. I think that's it. The only thing roaches. The only thing in my entire house to ever bite me is a hornworm. Ever. And I mean, one of my geckos likes to try to fuck my hand, in which case they bite your hand and then try to fuck it. But that doesn't count. That's different. They bite. They're horrible. I hate them so much. So I'm excited to see them die. So is it going to choose the right monitor? I don't know what order these links are going to be in. As usual, I'm doing my best. We probably won't remember from yesterday anyways. Spotify list. I guess I could just pull this up and you can see what I'm actually playing. They actually play the videos now. Just in really low res. This was the video. We watched the video for this yesterday. And I went and found it on Spotify because it just sounds better. And it was this really cool like light show thing. No, my hospital was like that. Every once in a while it was just cell phone dead zone. Do they reserve better compression for paying customers, or am I tone deaf? I honestly don't know. I paid because you can make your own playlist and you can play songs in whatever order you want, and you can, like this, I just have unlimited playlists forever. I've been making playlists for so long. I'm obsessed with music. Whereas if you don't pay, it's more like it functions. What was that other one? I'm trying to think. There was another music service, Pandora. It functions more like Pandora, more like a radio station. You don't have as much control over it. That's the video that made you think of 1,000 Gex. That's the song. Then that's hilarious. I wanted to pull up 1,000 Gex on here just to hear it comparatively. Which song did we listen to? 757. It's crazy, the difference. Fine. Nothing's all right. Something. God damn it. What was that? What is that song? Okay, I'm gonna try this. We just listened to the dry version. Let's fucking go. Last resort. Papa Roach? Thank you. Father Roach. Father Screamer, if you will. It's dumb. I know. It's stupid. Fucking Spotify. Tell me I'm not crazy. Even the vocals sound more solid. Like more complete or something. Like, I don't know. I wish I knew audio terms. It's just better. Yes. That sounds a lot like MTV excuses, Vex. Oh, thank you. I was literally just gonna pull it up. You didn't have to pull it up for me. Thank you. It sounds so good. I'm upset. I'm upset because I've been listening to this band and I have never pulled them on Spotify just because simply Glut gave me that playlist on YouTube, so that's what I went to out of routine. And they sound almost just like a different. Oh my god. Wait. Even though I got 8 hours of sleep, I'm so tired. It's nighttime. Night shifts suck, man. No shit. You literally. I get to listen to the entire album again. I highly suggest listening to 1,000 Gex, 100 Gex is the album, right? 1,000 Gex or 10,000 Gex is the album. 100 Gex is the. I'm so sorry. It's a lot of Gex. Just look it up. They're really great. The whole album's really good. I listen to them a lot when I'm running because they just have that really good RPM, whatever the fuck that. It's better on Spotify. It's just stupid. Why would you take his toy? Why would you? You're the devil. How dare you take that kitty cat's precious whatever that is? I can't watch them steal it from that cat again. How fucking could you? That precious little bean. They have 3 Spotify's up. Shut up. I was gonna blame it on me. It's not me. Fuck you, computer. You're fine. Ooh. This is the same motel. A good song never dies. Ooh, I like the title. I'm intrigued. fuck yeah. Mm-hmm. You better have succeeded it already. I think that's the... Dude. This is fantastic. Reminds me of a song. Oh, what was it called? This has got a great beat. The montage, but this is great. Haha, Zebot, whoever shared this first, I hate you because I forgot to share it. This goes immediately to my... Oh, yeah. Yeah, yes. Wow. I found it. Dark Bird. Reminds me of that one. That bass line or whatever is just... It is a heisty song, though. Like, in a good way. A, like, training montage. Yeah, where they're kind of, like, fumbling. And then towards the end, they, like, get it and they stop fumbling. And maybe they get close to beating up their sensei. And their sensei's like... I see that montage. Okay, I think we did it then. That was the rest of the links from yesterday. So it wasn't that bad. And I did some extras. I threw in some shit in there. I'm going to play this song for you that one reminded me of. And take a quick break, run an ad, get that the fuck out of the way. And also... grab a spider. Not grab a spider. Don't worry. So this is just a preface while I clear my desk a little bit. I do not take spiders out of their enclosures. I do not hold them. I don't encourage it. They're really delicate, and if they're dropped, they have a tendency to just pop and die forever. So I just, like, wouldn't suggest doing that just no matter what for anybody, really. But what we do is I put something on my desk to get the spiders real close to the camera, and I slide their enclosure open, and I drop a bug. And if they're hungry, they go for it, and if they're not, they don't. And that's pretty much it. And it's usually, like, out of around 40 tarantulas, we'll probably get a good 5 takedowns. Takedowns, meaning the spider's like, yeah, and grabs them. So... I'll probably pop our cherry and start with, like, the biggest and best and most furious. I'm hoping she's hungry and she's not on the bridge of a molt, because that would suck, because I really want her to take a big worm. And I'll tell you the species and stuff as I pull them out. But like I said, I haven't done it yet in this setup, like in this corner of the room. And what I used to have before was, like, a big old table next to me where I would line up my tarantulas and I would slowly bring one out at a time. And now they're kind of at a different part of the room, and I don't really know how I'm going to angle it, so I'm going to have to figure that out, but it'll be fine. It's going to be fine. It's gonna be fine. This next song is called Dark Bird by Jake Wesley. Please enjoy. I have to pee. I know. I wanted... Her name's Brittany, okay? Just want Brittany to take a big worm. That's it. I will be right back. Same. I gotta change my title. And food warning. We'll put that there. I'm using my what is it? The Fallout Vault Tech thing. What is it called? Oh my god, I've spaced on the name. I spaced on your name. Vault Tech something. Hit Boy! Hit Boy, thank you. I was looking for the. Oh my god. Is it open? Oh my god, it opened itself. That's why. I was like, what the fuck? It was stable. It's great. It's just so small, it doesn't fit any wrist ever. But I think if I do this side up. Should be good. Ooh. Let's see if she's hungry. I really hope she's hungry. We'll see. Boom. So that's my big girl. She is a 1 year old. This February, actually, she's a 1 year old bird eating tarantula. I really wish those reflections weren't there, but plexiglass. Oh, she is so fucking ready. She's huge. Common misnomer, bird eating tarantulas don't eat birds. They just are really big and kind of look like birds. But she'll probably take two if I throw it in there. She is. She is a Goliath bird eater. They don't eat birds though. I want to see if I can fix the focus. Yeah, they would eat like baby birds maybe if they found some. But beyond that, they're not really interested because they have so many fucking sharp angles and shit. Like, who the fuck would go after that flying bundle of sharp angles and scary shit? I'm closing the links I had open just so they're not there because they're clogging up my shit. Oh yeah, focus. That's what I was gonna do. Focus. Also focus. I feel like that's a little bit better. I'm going to drop a worm closer to you guys so you can see. Oh, yeah, she's very big. Hand for scale. She's a very big spooter. So we see this a lot. You see how she puts her foot on it? That's her, like, basically keeping tabs on that worm. She can feel it's alive, so she'll keep tabs on it, and she'll either tap it with her fangs to hit it, or she'll start to web it down with her her spinnerets. So you'll see her start to like touch it with her little butt fingies. They're called hornworms. They turn into giant moths. They're fucking disgusting, but they're a really good hit of water. Really good at juicing up your tarantulas. Literally, same thing. I mean, that's why you can see her enclosure is all webbed up. It's kind of foggy because she webs. That's all her webbing. So tarantulas, they don't spin like classic, orb webs that would be like in a window or something like that. They spin this because their eyesight is horrific. Basically, they perceive their entire world via vibrations of what's going on around them. So she knows that that's something alive in her cage because it's touching her web and touching her leg. And she can essentially sense that it's there and she'll go get it later or whenever she wants if she so feels. Without that, they're basically defenseless. It also keeps bugs away from their home. So you can see she lives in that like little bloop, 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 Mario whatever tunnel. And she webs all the way in there and it keeps, like in nature, ants and stuff. It would keep them away from her burrow. I know, the way she keeps her foot on it's so weird. I want to get a Q-tip and get those droplets off the fucking... Are they? Oh, I think they're on the outside. I can't reach my mouse to make chat go away because I can't even see that chat, but it's like reflecting off of her cage. I apologize for that. But again, the type of plexiglass they use for tarantula cages, they're not good for this. Yeah, hornworms are fucking gnarly though. How long does it take her? It depends on how hungry she is. First one, she'll probably empty like halfway and then she'll spin it up and save it for later. And then the next one, she'll probably tag. It's really interesting. Like, you can actually see this in her cage. Like I said, they sense their entire world via vibrations and movement. So I'm trying to be very delicate and talk far away from her and talk very softly. Because even just my voice and, like, my wind is disturbing. But if I pull her back a little... Perfect. So do you see this corner right here, bottom right of the screen? Each one of those little white balls is a carcass, one carcass. This is her trash can. I empty it every once in a while. Some tarantulas do this where they have a very specific spot where they tuck their garbage away, i.e. the dried husks of whatever they sucked on. And that's her little trash can corner. That's where she throws her molts too that I collect. She's got her foot on its face, I think. Maybe, or is the other end no, the other end's the butt. So she's got her foot on the face. She's got. If you remember, I was talking about my spiders recently. This is the girl, the species that recently I was putting water in this little jar right here, and she attacked the water because she was hungry, and she's now so big. Again, hand for scale. She's so big and so heavy that when she attacks the water, you hear like tippy taps, like hard taps. It's fucking crazy. I think she's thinking about that other worm. That other worm's being a dumbass and moving. Good job, worm. Yes, Brittany, get it. She is a Theraposa or Theraphosa apophysis, otherwise known as a pink-footed Goliath bird-eating tarantula. Look at those legs. Man, she is a leggy hoe. They're fascinating. I mean, that's kind of the way I view my spiders is like fish tanks. I don't like keeping aquatic species because they stink and they're really high maintenance. Tarantulas, you feed like this once every couple of weeks, maybe once a month, and other than that, you pretty much leave them alone, and they want nothing to do with you. Like they hate you to change their enclosure. I only do it if I have to. Thank you, Anubis. Yeah, it's a weird one, but technically the pink-footed, so you can kind of see. Like I said, she's only a year old, but her feetsies are a little more pale than the rest of her body. I think, like physiologically speaking, all of the Theraphosa are pretty much exactly the same. They're just defined by looking slightly different. So she'll have slightly pale little paws that make her the pink-footed Theraphosa, and it probably has something to do with locality, like where she's from. Look at the size of her fucking fangs. Just in comparison to that worm, that's insane. Those worms are as fat as my fingers. I wish I could get that to focus better on her. I wonder if I scoot her towards you. We have room. Or maybe it's further away. I'm going to stop moving her. She hates it. Do it, Brittany. Do it. You know you want to. You know you sense it. I was actually thinking about it, Chris. I think the cord might be long enough because the top-down view is pretty epic. Let me see if I can do it without disturbing her. My cord's too short. I'm going to try to lower her so we can do it. She's got one in her fangs already. But I know she'll take two because she's huge. I don't want to move her because she's eating. And she'll freak out. You can kind of see the sparkle on one of her eyes, I think. Oh, yeah. You see that one shine on one of her eyes on the top of her head? So the cool thing about tarantulas, like I said, they have terrible eyesight, but they still have 8 eyes. They're just all clustered on the very, very top of their head in like this little alfalfa sprout of fur. It's really fucking cute. Look at those pink feetsies. She's thinking about it. She's like, That seems like food. And it's going towards her trash can. I'm brainstorming how to look into the top because it is a better view. Just tried to chew on her feetsy, and she was like, absolutely not. IVR. The one in her mouth is dripping goo everywhere, and it's real gross. See how she kind of corrals it and keeps it close? It's so interesting. Fun fact about tarantulas, they don't even have brain cells technically. They don't really have like a central nervous system like you and I. They have one ganglion. That's their entirety of their nervous system. So it's really hard to study the intelligence in them because we do not understand it. She does not care about the goose. She just wants that other worm. She's like, I'm not done with this, but that one's mine. Oh my god, the flower. That was like an old fall decoration I put in there. I know, it keeps trying to like nibble on her feet. As soon as the one that's in her fangs stops moving, she'll go for the other one, but the one in her fangs is still moving. I was trying to think if I could put her down on my desk and point down at her. I wonder if the lighting is good enough to see her. I'm just nervous if I move her, she'll give up on her exploits, and I don't want her to forget about that other worm because then I have to go hunt it down. I know, and I have 2 of those goosenecks, but they wouldn't fit on my desk. I'll figure it out. We have more spiders. She's just a really big one and easy to focus the camera on. Dude, she's so big. I think it might be time for a new enclosure. Her legs are just like crazy. She leaves, you see that pile in the corner by the tips of her feet? That's where she leaves the skins. She hates the potato skins. She's a much bigger fan of the juices. They're like land crabs, I swear. I wonder if I rotate her. I'm scared to move her. Better or worse? Worse. Worse. It's all that fogginess on the cage is her webbing because she does that to everything ever. So I can't remove it because that's just mean. I think there's a droplet on the outside though. Oh, Viata hates this song. I wish I'll skip it. Aren't we all a fan of the juices? It's this like fog. I don't know how to explain it. Kind of like here. That's her webbing up from the ground, so I can't fuck with it. Okay, it's so fucked up, but she's dripping worm number 1 all over worm number 2. I was like, why is worm number 2 wet? Did she tag it? No, she's just dripping all over it. Oh my god, I used to have a lazy Susan. That's such a fucking good idea. Actually, Glut, like no shit, I'm gonna write that down. That's a really good idea. That would be so, like a really smooth lazy Susan would be so good because they move around. That's a really good idea. It is. She's dripping on it. She's marinating. Clutch. Have a beautiful day, honeybean. I stream on Sundays, take Mondays off. Not that it matters, but dude, imagine, I mean, it is kind of cruel, but like I was talking about this earlier, of all my creatures, my tarantulas, my snakes, my lizards, my everything, the only thing in my household to fucking bite me is these worms. Which helps me feel so much less shitty about this. Oh, I don't. That'd be a good one though. One of those different lenses that gets rid of the polarization. I always think it's the fog. I mean, if I could turn chat off, I wonder if that would help because my background is dark. Let's see. Hold on. Does that make it better or worse? I can't tell. I think it made it worse. I don't know. Now you just see chat popping around. They are actually, that's a good thing to bring up, Serene. So these worms, no shit, especially in Colorado and areas that have problems with moths, these worms, you have to sign a paper saying you will kill them if you don't feed them to something because they cannot get released because they're invasive as fuck. They're like related to cabbage moths and shit like that. They're horrific. They turn into a really pretty moth. Like if you see actually back here, this isn't one of their cocoons, but this is a silkworm cocoon of a silkworm that I tried to feed to her, and before she could get it, it literally spun into a cocoon, birthed out as a silk moth, and then she fucking ate the moth. But that's another one. You got to be careful. You do not want this shit going invasive. It's really dangerous. The one in her teeth is still undulating. See, this is the part. This is what I'm saying. Like, tarantula feedings are all fun and games until you realize you kind of have to stare at them until they get everything. Like, until she tags worm number 2, we kind of have to chill. But I have an idea for changing the view, or at least trying. It was kind of a food storage. Oh my god, Manjican. I actually learned some crazy shit about spiders. Do I have... Oh, if I had a molt out, I could show you what I'm talking about. But basically what I learned was that tarantulas don't have a stomach per se. They have like a gizzard. And they use the insect that is their prey as an external stomach to help digest their food. It's so fucking weird. So basically they like suck, spit, suck, spit, suck, spit, suck, spit until it's breakdownable. And they digest what they need to give them immediate energy, and then the rest they store in this like crazy little gizzard that's in their like the thorax, which is not where their guts are, like the upper body part with the eyes and stuff. That's where just like the mechanisms for movement are. Their butt is where all the guts are, but their gut is not in their butt. They're like cows. Seriously, they genuinely have a gizzard. It's so fucking weird. So that's why they drool and shit, because they spit, suck, spit, suck. I know, it's like somebody's fun Saturday night. It's truly fucking weird. They also tend to find the head of whatever they're biting and they go for the head first, like instinctually. Giggity, also sex jokes. But they do, like, they take out the skull because they know that's the bitey pieces, which I find fascinating because, like, they have a ganglion. Like, we have a brain, and I know people that aren't that smart. Interesting factoid. I am at this moment making a lazy Susan. That is an interesting factoid. I've eaten a lot of gizzards. I don't think theirs would be worth it. It's so small. Nature finds a way. It truly does. I wonder if that's similar. No, crabs are filter feeders, right? Because these guys are really close. I mean, they're bugs. They're all just bugs. One's a sea bug. They're really closely related, but I don't know. Get your worm. I'm going to try to scooter. Smooth as butter. Smooth as butter. Yeah, it's hard and it's crazy. No shit. So they don't, how do I put this? I always forget the word. They don't have blood, classically, like you and I have blood, and they don't have muscles. They move. It's not torsion. What is it? There's a word for how they move, and it's basically pushing fluid between the limbs. Very similar to crabs. Hydraulics. Thank you. It's hydraulics. That's exactly the word. I just always forget it. Hydraulics. Okay, I'm going to try a move. Let's see what we can do. Okay, it didn't go well because she just kicked a bunch of hairs at me, so I'm going to stay over here for a second. I barely moved her, little bitch. I know, she did like the scratch, scratch, scratch shit. I think her hair's got in my finger because my finger tingles. Damn it. Is that better or worse? Stavarius, it's crazy. It's technically yes, but if you pick the crab while it's raw, it's like fluid and it's gooey. It has to be cooked to go solid. It's fucking weird. Maybe she'll touch it. The worm in her mouth's almost done. Ooh, I should try to get a picture of her for Discord. Got him. Dude, she looks badass. I'll post this in Discord for those that want to see kind of an up close of her. Because this camera can only do so much. She's doing her best. And for those just wondering, in our Discord, exclamation Discord, if you're not a part of it, there is a special channel called Spooters that has a warning on it because I do not like to scare people with arachnophobia. So I posted her in there if you'd like to see her. We're early today. I don't have my headphones on and I fucking knew nothing happened. Little bitches. You guys are shaking my camera. Can you not? Stop it. Go lay down. I love you so much. Go lay down. Use fucking with my shits. Use are. Use guys. Stop. Or go under my desk. That's a great idea. Go for it, Brittany. Get it. You know what, security man? I have slight spooter phobia. I don't touch them. I'm actually a little nervous right now because this view means her lid is off. And she is big enough to come out and me go, oh, fuck, and to crawl on a chair because she's bigger than my hand. Probably. She's getting there. She a big fucking spood. You can really see her trash corner. These are the husks of her prey on this side too. Husks. You know what's funny? They don't give a fuck about the spooters. Tarantulas aren't like fast, speedy little things. They tend to be like slow and chonky. And they tend to, their defense mechanism tends to be hiding under rocks or something. So when the tarantulas are out or something, they don't run, and the dogs are only interested in things that run. Like, these guys move fast to get food and to hide, and that's about it. But tarantulas, like, they are, for as much as just having a one ganglion, they're totally cognizant that their venom is not powerful enough to take down anything sized like you and I. So the only reason a spider like this would ever bite me is if I was squishing it, sitting on it, like doing something horrible that it was ending its life, or if it was trying to hold on because it was going to fall. But other than that, not really. Not a dumb question. No, my dogs, honestly, I don't have any animals my dogs would react to for that reason. Like, my snakes are slow as fuck. My geckos just camouflage in leaves all day. Like, nothing interests them because it doesn't run. Now, that's not every dog, obviously, but my dogs, their hunting instinct is, if it runs, I'll get it. If it doesn't run, I don't give a fuck about it. Are you gonna get it? I'm gonna look and see what spider we pull next. Don't let her get out, okay, guys? Thanks. They kind of are like T-Rex. Yeah, a little bit. I'm the same. As long as it's not something that could hurt us. Like, we do have black widows in the area, so if I find a black widow in my house, it gets moved. But anything else, jumping spider and shit, I don't give a shit. Let me see. That's all web. I have to rip it, and I'm sad. This is Visi spider. So annoying. I hate doing this. That's literally what I do. Cupping. That's actually what you do with tarantulas and stuff too. Is cup. Usually we save the deli cups that like the bugs come in, and you use like a soft paintbrush or like a makeup brush, and very gently coax them into a cup, and then put the lid on, and that's about it. Some spoods move a lot faster than others. It can be very alarming, but most of mine are pretty fucking slow. But this is a good example. So, not a heavy webber, kind of. All web. She just went down a little hole, but that's okay because I'm going to move her anyways. Little Visi spider went down the hole right there. Little Visi spider, I'm trying to remember a scientific name. Oh my god. Common name, straight horned baboon tarantula. Common name. Oh, what the fuck is the scientific name? Anyways, it'll come to me. So, fun facts about this spider. It's one of 2 tarantulas in the world that have a tiny little horn coming out the top of their thorax, and we don't know why, but it's really cute and they look like a unicorn. These spiders are the same age, and the spider, you see her, the spider in here fits in that hole. This species grows very fast, very, very, very fast. Sorry. This shit's so crazy strong. That's holding the tweezers there. That's wild. Their webbing is so strong. All right, let's fucking thank you, Ceratogyrus marshalli. Ceratogyrus marshalli. Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate you looking that up for me. That is little Visi spider. And like I said, she's like this big comparatively, so she's a little bit more difficult to see, but I think I might be able to coax her out with a worm. Because her butt's poking out. She'll feel it. And then the worm will sit. But now you get to watch 2 sit. Yay. She's turning around. She's thinking about it. You can kind of see the edge of her little fuzzy butt. Here she comes. I'm not going to move her dog because she's really sensitive, but there she is. You can see her little tootsies. She's thinking about it. She's really pretty. If you Google the species, they have a really pretty design on their back. The unfortunate part is she's a baboon tarantula, and they tend to be underground spiders. They tend to not live on outside very often, so you don't see them very often. Yes. Look at that beautiful creature. I'm keeping the lid ready because I don't want her to get out. But this is what's... Oh shit, are we gonna get 2 attacks at the same time? Yeah. So that's what's called a threat pose. So she slaps it really hard, and then she'll bite it to tag it. And then she'll show us her big scary feets. Because that's her only defense mechanism, is her feet. I'm not kidding. Tarantulas will slap you before they bite you. Same. I slap you in the face and bite you in the head and wait for you to go silent. And then I drag you to my lair. Dude, if she decides to bite it, this is such a fucking good angle. I know, I have to whisper because they're really sensitive to wind movement and air. So if she gets nervous and feels my breath, she won't take it down and I want her to. I deeply want to move the enclosure and make it symmetrical, but that again will make her move, so I'm just not gonna. This is where we live now. But you get to see her pretty feet. Like I said, you should Google the species Ceratogyrus marshalli. They're really pretty. Their back has a really pretty design on it. It's like diamonds. Isn't that wild that they're the same fucking age, though? Like, I'm not kidding you, I got them at the same time, and they were both a grain of rice when I got them. And they look insanely different. It's so wild. Like I was saying, so Visi spider is from Africa. I can't remember exactly where, though. But an African baboon tarantula. One straight-horned, I believe. Yeah, straight-horned, Ceratogyrus marshalli. Whereas Brittany, our big bitch on the big bitch, I don't need to point it out. You know who the fucking big bitch is. She's from South America. Oh, the worm is moving. She might get it. Do it, little Vis. Do it. Check those fucking fangs. I'm ready with the lid just in case. You're getting quite the show, though. Look at that fucking show. She's so hot. I know, that's literally, look at her. She is gorgeous, though. That's her lid. I'm just ready with it because I don't want her getting out. This song seems so inappropriate for what's happening right now. Every time I touch the desk, because we're so zoomed in, it shows the shake, and I'm really bad. Thank you. I have literally a full bowl. I've taken one hit out of a bowl. But like all my other animals, I do not smoke around my animals. Even the tarantulas, they can't hold their breath, and I just think that's mean. So if you see that pink, like little line under the fangs, that's actually the little fur patch where her fangs rest when they're like tucked under all the way. And it's pink because that's the color of their drool. Yeah, there's no consent with an animal. I don't believe in smoking into an animal's face. That's why I won't take a hit when my dogs are there. Ooh, actually fun. Ooh, that's really cool. Look at her feet. Really cool feature in, as far as I know, only African baboon tarantulas. The bottoms of their tootsies is holographic. So you can kind of see it here, the lighting, and because of the zoom and everything, it's not picking it up a lot, but you can kind of see how it's like green and peacock shiny. That's part of the defense mechanism. So when they truly like throw up their threat pose like this and the sun's out, that shining off their feet, as well as their legs making them appear bigger, is all part of the defense. Oh shit, she's gonna smack it again. I gotta get ready with the lid. No worm. See how big she makes herself look. Look at those fangs, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is the only thing in my house is these worms are the only thing to ever bite me. All right, one more poke and then we'll leave her alone. You see her fangs like undulate. All right, we're gonna leave her to do her thing. I'll take a picture because her fangs do look fucking badass right now. That would have been a good video. I know, this song. All right, I'm going to leave her to her slapping. Just genuinely, I do not want her to crawl out. Job. Great job. All right, let me find another spider. We have a lot. Get her for a sec. Maybe. She's just slapping it. If she gets it, I'll take the lid off and we'll look at her, but here's our Brittany bitch. That's a big fucking spider right there. This is little Greg, my dudes. If you've been around for a while, this is my first tarantula I ever, one of my very first tarantulas I ever got. Old man. He is stunning. He's one of the most coveted species, actually. I'm going to try to focus on him. He's called a Brazilian black tarantula or a Grammostola pulchra because they are jet black. This light is really bleaching them out, but they're jet black. They're stunning. And he's usually a very good eater, so we hope. But he'll actually get really big. The cool thing is, I mean, he, she, we don't know. I hope for a girl because they just live longer. Like, that's it. Gender doesn't matter to me other than they'll live a lot longer. So, for instance, if Greg is a male, which I already know he's not because he's already lived past the lifespan, but if Greg was an actual, like, sex male, he would only live for, like, 3 years. Females can live 35. That's this species. So they grow really slow. So you can see his size. He's probably like the size of my palm at this point, whereas Brittany is bigger than my hand spread. But she won't live as long. Her lifespan isn't as long, whereas Greg can live a good fucking long time. Let's see if he'll take some food. I kind of want to give him a roach. He's a good roach eater. Oh, he hasn't had a worm in a while, though. I don't know. Yep, 15 to 25, yep. I think it depends on the species and the sex, right? Cockroach time. What do we say, kids? Fuck the chordoma. Let go. See, fuck cancer. You see how his paws are sticky? It is. I have a male actually in my chair. I'm going to show you next. So you can see how chonky a female is versus a male tarantula. He's generally a good eater, but this is also the species that can bury himself for like 8 months. He's a good little eater though. But like you can really see from here, not a heavy webber. Like you can barely see any webbing, just a little bit on the ground, probably where he molted. But he digs under this. Like he has pathways under all this dirt he lives in. But this species, they're from Brazil, and they just tend to live in the forests and like hide under logs or branches and shit, and they don't web up. It's interesting. If we wait, he might give us a happy dance. I'm hoping for a happy dance. Big girl still hasn't taken the other worm, so no worries. She's still chilling. He likes to feed the snakes, Vile. That's his favorite. He really enjoys feeding the snakes because the strike and the, spin. I think that's his favorite. I always ask him if he wants to, and he does the, yeah, and grabs my tweezers. Which is cool because I honestly hate feeding the snakes. I love the Spood Happy Dance when they do their little web dance. But like I said, he's not a heavy webber, so he might not. I say he because he's literally named after a member of our community named Greg. We just named him Greg. Or Poqueño Ponyo, which I believe in Portuguese means little fister. You see that healthy fluff on his butt? That's a really happy spider. You'll see, I have an unhappy spider. You'll see she has bald spots on her butt from how much she kicks hair. Happy Feet's a different movie than I recall. You know what's crazy? The whole foot slapping stuff. They actually do that to like signify they're ready to mate with each other.
Oh, Pikachu, come out.
Anime. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexist and pure sober consensual everything. Crawling under the covers and wrapping Saturday around my head forever. That sounds like a poem I'd read. My cats are hiding from me. One of them shed a whisker and I found it. My favorite thing to do is stick it in her forehead fur and oh my god, she's a uni kitty. Wait, does she know it's there? Stop it. I'd do the same. I'd be upset if you didn't do that. I have an escape worm. I think he's just crunching it. He's just happy to have it. He's happy to be alive. I want to give him water, but I don't want to scare him. There's the infamous dirt-filled water dish, by the way. They do know it's there, which is why they've both gone and hid. They hide from you because you made them unicorns. I don't know why I find that so fucking funny. It's like adorable and funny. Cats are so weird. Most of my spiders, you won't even see a water bowl in their enclosure. Please don't think that's because I'm abusing my tarantulas. They bury their water bowls or fill them with dirt. They're assholes. It's just what they will do. Like, you see how this corner is very devoid of dirt? That's where all that dirt came from. They're like little bulldozers. They're kind of adorable when they do it. Oh, is he going to happy dance? Greg, do it. You know you want to. Oh, the roach is still... Oh. Oh, yeah. Crunch it. Yum. Yang, 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 yang. I'm going to back up and cheers. Spiritually, you'll probably see some smoke. I'm not going to smoke on my tarantulas, but I feel I owe some cheerses. Cheers number 1. Yeah, Greg's at least 5 years old. So Greg, I think, has to be a female. I'd be very shocked if Greg turned out to be a male. And again, I don't care about the actual sex. It's just I want my pets to live as long as possible. So, like, if you knew that your dog or cat would live 2 years or 12 years, depending on whether or not it had a penis. So another fun tarantula fact, it seems to be, from what we've studied of tarantulas, that the larger they are. Oh, stream moments. Did it die? Interessante. That's fun. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Oh, the larger the tarantula, the more like non-potent, the more like benign their venom is. They tend to just rely on crunching the skulls or like the, vital parts with their fangs, which this is what my tarantula is doing right now. As you can see, they're manipulating the roach to get to the head of the roach, where then they will start crunching because they know their venom isn't very strong. Like, the strongest tarantula venom out there is as strong as a bee sting. And then, oh, if you could hear it, oh my God, hold on. I don't think you could, even if I turned up the gate. The crunching right now is unreal. Just eat some Lay's potato chips. That's what this sounds like right now. Oh, wow, Discord's not working either. Interesting. Hold on. Oh, I don't know if I said the scientific name. Grammostola pulchra. Grammostola with 2 M's and then Pulchra is the second name of the scientific name. See the pink under the fangs? Pink spit. Chatbot. What's wrong with you? Oh. I took the bot. It said the bot was still part of chat, but I took it out and I'll re-add it. Weird. That is weird. Oh, it says the bot is in my chat. Yeah, so male tarantulas, excuse me, the male cockroaches that I feed to them have wings. They don't fly with them. They use them to make some sort of noise, but they do have wings, whereas the females don't. I don't know if you can see that. Female. Female. A lot of females. I have roaches so much bigger than that. Would that freak you out? The reason I like to buy the males, V, no shit. I ask for males if I can. Oh, there's a male. Right there. That's the winged one. I like them better because they're so much easier to grab. I grab them by their wings with my pincers and literally feed them with the pincers. And it makes it so, like, I'm not going to hurt the roach before I give it. My hissing roaches are huge, yeah. If you guys want to get real freaky, I could pull one out later and show you. But those are my pets. These are dubia roaches. Literally, flap at me, motherfucker. Boink. Yeah, it's a water bug, palmetto bug. There's a million terms for them. But usually males have wings and females don't. Usually. But I do like them because I can grab them. Versus the females, I basically have to grab them by their torso, and sometimes it hurts them, and I don't want to torture them. That's what my spiders are for. Dude, this is such a good shot. Greg, you're literally being a model citizen right now, and we appreciate you. Yeah, I think these are considered medium.
I'm going to fuck you.
It's for size reference. They're like an inch and a half, I'd say. I mean, they're big. They're not small by any means, but I have bigger. Giggity. Adam, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive and giving it its wings. Welcome to Spooter Feeding Day. Little Greg is giving you guys the show of your... this might be one of the best feedings ever. He's just giving us the show. He's like, yeah, look at me. I'm fucking... Literally, I'm not kidding you guys. This is one of the most coveted species. They tend to be really expensive. Like a baby the size of a grain of rice tends to be like $90 because you have to raise them so long to get them to breeding age and they live so old. I have two, by the way. I have Greg and I have Meg. We'll pull out Meg eventually. Big Bertha over here. Brittany has still not taken out worm number 2. I know. Greg, honestly, he is. I mean, I think he's my second tarantula I ever got, and he was the grain of rice, like the size of my pinky nail when I got him. He was itty bitty bitty, and I think he's just like one of the most chill because he's so used to this environment. The lights, the camera, the action, the fame. Oh, I'm gonna take a picture of him. Speaking of. When they're that little, seriously, you can feed them the leg of a cricket. Like when spooters are super, super small like that, they'll take anything. You can get flightless fruit flies. They actually have crickets that small, and basically what you do is you behead them. Behead the cricket, not the spider, obviously, and you give the body to the spider. And then basically it's kind of like I've never thought of it this way, but it's a little bit like any predator training its baby to hunt. You're giving it the harmless form because bugs oftentimes still twitch and stuff because they have a weird nervous system, so they don't need their skull to survive. So the cricket will still like hop around and stuff, but there's no chance of it hurting the baby. And so the baby spider can like practice hunting and stuff on this little like headless chicken. It can be fucking weird. But they have genuinely, like, if you have the smallest spiders, like some people raise spiders, not tarantulas. The smallest ones, you have to feed them flightless fruit flies, which is gross. But none of this is cute. This isn't cute. This is gross. It's all gross. Most people think this is gross, let's be real. But look at that majestic bitch. Greg is a legend. It's really cool. His carapace kind of has like a pinkish rose gold sheen to the black. You're gorgeous. He's gorgeous. I think anything can be cute. Like Circle of Life, it sucks. I think my hissing cockroaches are cute, and a lot of people find those really fucking gross, which I get. Like, if I ever lived in an area that was like infested with roaches everywhere, I'd probably feel the same. Greg is really putting on a show. I'm so happy. I'm nervous to go to another spider because nothing's ever going to be this good again. This is just like the best show you will ever get from one of my spiders. They never do this. Happy 420 and cheers. Cheers. Dylan, what is moving? Wait, what is it though? Because as a kid really into bugs, if it's bugs, I would have been crawling all over that. No pun intended. I took 2 hits. I'm making up. The danger yam. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I got to post these in my Discord. Like I said, we have a Discord channel that's called Spooters, just for spooter things. And I'm taking pictures of the spoods as we go along if you want to see a better shot of them. But I mean, Greg is kind of a baby, like my hand for size comparatively to Brittany, who's bigger than my hand. Like, it's just crazy the growth, how they grow so much slower. Fly. Get the fly, Greg. You know what I learned? There are crazy amounts of roaches. Oh my god, I saw roaches covering trees in San Diego. I believe it. I saw them. I took pictures of the cockroaches in the trees. Do not touch the trees in San Diego. I repeat, do not fucking touch the trees in San Diego. Because once we saw one roach, we saw that the tree bark was covered in babies. Do not touch the trees. I wish the roach would die. It always sucks when they live a long time. I don't like the suffering, but I think it's going under because its legs stopped, so soon it'll be over, our sweet bean. Oh, and if you guys can see behind Greg, this white, that's Greg's trash can. So like I said, they have their like one specific spot where they tuck all the corpses. This corner right here. And every once in a while I just take some tweezers and I take it all out. And then they make it again. Greg, you're a gorgeous beast. I'm nervous. I don't want to move on to another one. Here, I have an idea. I'm going to move Brittany because she's just sitting over that worm. She'll get it. I think we might have some good takedowns today. I have a good feeling. This is 2 in a row. 3 in a row. Kind of. Okay, so I'm going to move us to the side a little bit to another spider, but I'm not going to get rid of baby Greg. But this is a good example of a chonky female versus a male spider. They look so much different, in my opinion. Not the same species, but you can just tell by their body plan. They're so different. Scrawny, skittish little assholes, and all they have is sex on the brain. And this is a Nicaraguan curly hair. Again, very unfortunately, a male, which means it won't live very long. I got two. I'm still waiting on the other one to see if it's a male or not. But they were named, they are Loki and Bartleby. This is unfortunately Loki. And do you see how, like, scrawny this spider is? Love them to death. But the butt is so skinny, so sadly thin. It honestly, like, I hate it. Such a gangly little creature. They're skittish. That might be a molting web or like a sperm web. We're going to try to feed and see what happens. I don't know if he's hungry or if he's chilling. But if he's hungry, he's usually a pretty virile feeder. Eater? Well, that wasn't a great reaction. Sir. He's not in the eating mood. Did you see that sad little, like, no thank you? So this is kind of a cool thing if you care about tarantulas or if you're here to learn about them or whatever. So you can kind of make out, he's made kind of this really interesting sling web on the sides. That is either so he can molt or so that he can cover his pedipalps, tiny little hands, in fucking semen. Which I believe he might be semening. I don't know. But you can kind of see the hammock style. It's a very specific kind of web. It's called a sperm web. So basically what he does is he spins a sperm web, he comes all over it, and then he covers his fists in said cum, hoping for a female, and then he punches her little pouch on her belly and hopes she gets pregnant. It's fucking crazy. But that means he's not going to eat, and I can't leave food in there because it'll hurt him. Look at all that web. I'm going to see if I can grab Bartleby. It's the sperming. It's seriously. Some of them, I'm not kidding you, Toes, some of them are spoiled brats, and they have a very specific taste, and it's very annoying. This bitch scares me. She's fast. And she hides right under where the lid opens. This is Gizmo, known as the skeleton leg tarantula. Oh my god. She always puts her arms out the enclosure when she gets her food, and it drives me fucking nuts. Because I just don't want her to get out. Yeah. See what I mean? Arms. That arm spread. I really don't want her to put her arms out because I don't want to hurt her if I close the enclosure. So please forgive me if the view is terrible. But she's literally pushing against the enclosure lid. She lives in tunnels under all of this, but all of that is web. This used to be a beautiful enclosure. Every enclosure I've ever made, I made on stream and they were all stunning. This is what my tarantulas do to their enclosures because they're assholes. But you can see why she's called the skeleton leg. Please don't come out. Back up into your tunnels. She's beautiful, but I fucking hate that she does this to me. Like, she always waits right there. I have a couple species that they know where I feed them. They've, like, learned that routine, and they wait at that opening like this. The worm is so juicing everywhere. It's so gross. She's very pretty. Yeah, look up skeleton. I think they're called skeleton leg tarantula. I'm trying to think of the Latin name escapes me. Stay in your enclosure. Ephobopus murinus. Ephobopus murinus. But I bet you can spell skeleton. She's all squished up. I'm gonna close this one. If her leg gets stuck, it can be detrimental, and I really don't want her to get hurt. Ugh. You make me nervous. So you can see her, and then those are her tunnels she lives in. But she's real pretty. Google them. They're stunning. They're really pretty. But yeah, those long fucking legs. Ugh, she's right up in the lid right now. I can't risk her getting out. This is another feisty little fucker. For y'all regulars to my channel and you're familiar with the menage that is my tarantulas, this is the one that I bought as a male, but I'm pretty sure it might be a female. I'm still waiting for that molt, but this is a fire leg tarantula. Probably one you've seen in movies because they're very classically from movies and whatnot. They're very beautiful. But oh my fucking god, do they kick hair. This is, so the female, I bought two of these at the same time. One is a female and one was sold to me as a male. This was sold to me as a male. And so the female's name is Azula and the male's name is Snack. But in the last year, we've been kind of wondering if this little fucker is a female because he's lived so long, like at least 5 years, has not molted out to physically look male in any way, and is very chonky, like a young female. So we don't know, but he's usually a pretty good eater if he's hungry, so we'll see. Moveworm. Oh, that's what I was going to say. This species tends to kick hairs like nobody's business, and you'll see it if it happens. All they do is they literally rub their back feet on their ass, and hairs will go into the air, and it's really irritating to your eyes and your skin. That's pretty much their only defense mechanism. But this species does it like crazy. This one and Azula both do it like wild. They're gorgeous. There's so many different black and orange species. These are two of my favorites. Get it, Snack, get it. And got him. Yeah. I think he got it right in the face, too. Yeah, he did. He got it in the head. It's crazy. I don't know how they know where the face is. Chomp, chomp. This is actually pretty good. This lighting setup is better than before. It is. I'm going to use that. It's airborne fiberglass. That's exactly what it is. I've never heard anyone describe it that way before, but that's exactly what it is. And it's terrible. So I usually have some sort of shield here holding it up when I feed him and his potential sister / girlfriend. I just don't know. I tend to hold it up because the hairs are horrible. Sorry, I'm fucking with the focus. Oh my god, the worm popped oh my god, all of its guts are on the outside. Oh, it's really bad from this angle. That's exactly what tarantula hair is. It's really their only defense mechanism. Like I was saying, I'm not just saying that because I'm like a big proponent of tarantulas. Genuinely, their venom is nothing, and they like inherently, know that. And so the way they make up for it is by being really, really hairy like this. You can see how fuzzy she is, and then they kick those hairs off. Fun fact, though, this is a fun fact about the hair kicking. So we kind of separate in the tarantula hobby. We separate tarantulas into two different like houses, if you will. There's New World and Old World. You can probably put that together, but for those that can't, New World meaning the Americas, Old World meaning everything that's not the Americas where we find a tarantula, so like Australia, Africa, etc. So Old World tarantulas can't or won't kick hairs off their body. New World tarantulas have like multiple ways of kicking the hairs off their bodies. It's fucking fascinating. So you see those pedipalps in the air? I'm not going to touch them, but I'm going to point at them. Right there, the black feet. So those are not legs, those are arms. And if this was a male, those would be like fat bulbs, like fat, chunky. They look like punching gloves. A lot of people will mistake them on little spiders as fangs, but that's actually their ball sacks. Like that's where they're storing their sperm. And I've had this guy for like at least 4 years, if not 5 years, and those are female pedipalps. Those are not male pedipalps. It's just one of the weird things we're looking for. Penis fingers, literally penis fingers. It's actually fascinating. It's like it looks like a snail shell in their little punching glove fingies. And it has like a negative pressure system. So when they come all over their little sperm blankie, they punch it with those pedipalps, and then pedipalps like negative suction the sperm up. It's so weird. Mexican red knees are fucking gorgeous. These are very I mean, that like I was saying, there's so many Mexican varieties that are black and orange or black and red. This is a fire leg. There's a fire knee. There's a yellow knee, an orange knee, a red knee. Like, there's just so many tarantulas that look slightly different that we named them all different things. Some species are similar, but most of the time, females are going to be exponentially bigger, not just in thickness. The females live longer, so they get really big and chunky. Like I'm saying, I'll get the female next, the female of this species, and you'll see how much bigger. I mean, the alleged female. I think they're both females. I think I got a young female and an old female, which I'm fine with because I don't really want to breed spiders and they'll live forever. So I'm like really fine with that. But I'll show you the other one. She's just like heavier. She like has a really heavy base, really thick legs, kind of like keeps her legs closer to her body, whereas the males tend to be really, really gangly. But yeah, if they were the same age sexually, then yeah, the males tend to be smaller and just like really scrawny. I think it's pretty similar with spiders too, as well. She got the worm right in the head. He, they, I don't know. I feel like I have to name him something other than Snack if he's not a boy. I just can't tell with you. What are you? Who are you? I'm gonna go try to find his sister girlfriend. That sounds weird. You know what I mean. And another, just something to notice, no webbing, not a Weber. We actually call them gummy worms. Like, there's a lot of people for some reason in the hobby that call them gummy worms. Fucking yuck. All right, let me show you the lady friend. Even though I think they're both females. You know what I'm saying? Azula. I'm just going to say Azula. She already fucking kicked hairs at me. So that's the lady. She's kind of tucked in a corner. I'm hoping she's hungry. She kind of tends to be a picky eater, and she tends to hate worms, but I'm going to try. But this is Azula, and for scale. She's a chonky bee. Same species, but she's a picky bitch. Honestly, there's not much cleaning going on with a tarantula cage. Usually all I do is take a Q-tip if they like to shit on the walls, and I clean the walls, or I clean like the waters, like the hard water stains. I'm sure you see them on the lids and stuff like that from giving them water. But other than that, like, their poops are like microscopic bird poops. Like, I can't even find any of hers. Oh, there's one. Okay, here, hold on. That's the fucking hair kicking. Do you see that shit? I'm literally doing. She's always grumpy. This is my grumpiest spider. She's just a bitch. She always has been. She's the one who has bald spots on her ass. I'm not doing anything. She's just a bitch. I know. We identify with a hard bitch. She's a stunning spider. I'm going to see if she wants a worm. And then maybe a roach. I don't know. Seriously, some spoods just hate life. Same as people. Azula. She really lived up to her name of just being a miserable cunt. There's hair everywhere. All right, she doesn't want a worm. I'm going to try a roach and then we'll see. That's her. Fuck you, worm. Peasant. That's exactly her. She's always, since the first day I got her, she's one of my few spiders that hates hornworms. She hates everything, like life included, but do you see those bald patches on her ass? That's her. And she has a fine life, I tell you. A fine fucking life. All right, roach. See how I grab the wings? It's the best way to grab them. Fuck cancer. Fuck chordomas. Would you like? There is no pleasing you, Mr. Powers. I mean, she's damn pretty though, right? She's just like the meanest fish tank I have. She's Lilith. No, that's exactly it. No, Mike, you're 100%. This is... God damn it. I did something. Dude, that's what. Did you get to see my girl? I think she's actually still threat posing. Hold on. Azula obviously wants nothing to do with us. I'll check for that roach later. That's the water stain shit. That's the worm. I have a Ceratogyrus that is still threat posing right now. Look at that sexy bitch. She hates everyone, including herself. And there she goes, because she's a scaredy cat. This is one of my dwarf babies. These ones tend to, I mean, it's a toss-up, honestly, whether they eat. I gotta find something small enough for them. Ooh. She's on the wall. Good. Do you see that fucking color? This is a Pteranopelma sazami. Brazilian Blue Beauty, I believe. Either Brazilian Dwarf Blue Beauty or Brazilian Blue Beauty or whatever. But you can really see her colors, but I'm going to try to get her some food so she'll get the fuck off the wall. But they are fucking gorgeous. Gonna get it? She's thinking about it. Isn't she fucking pretty? So this is a full-grown tarantula, size for reference. This is a dwarf species. There's lots of dwarf species that are really pretty. And they usually are really good eaters. Damn it, roach. Go for it, little bean. Or are you feeling worm today? Isn't she stunning? I know, she's literally on the wall. And like I said, they're harmless. It's just the risk of her falling off my desk makes me really scared. So I just am trying to like reveal her slowly. Let me grab a worm. Isn't she pretty? She's got red hairs on her butt too. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a splash of red that's just so pretty. Hold on. Then will you go in a little? In. She went in a little bit. See that like emerald green on her butt and the splash of red? When I move, she's like a peacock. Super, super pretty. But also, I super, super don't want her to fall off my desk. She does. She kind of has a ginger booty. Mm-hmm. I would like you to go down and get worm. Get off wall. And to get worm. Man, she's one of the prettiest. I just don't want her to get. I don't want her to. If she crawled off, the edge of my desk is right here, man. It's just too close. It's too danger. Would you like go down so they can look at your pretty color? Go eat the bug. You have two choices. Literally, who gets this many options? My mom would have been like, you eat what I cook. I know. That's why we call them gummy worms. Bug fight. I know. If only any of it was really like that intense. Can you go down? Whoa. Oh, I didn't mean to scare you down, little one. Oh, I think I scared her a little. See what I mean? She does really just likes to be on the wall. You make me very nervous. It's just edges. They're bad for you, BB. All right. What should I leave her? The worm? How you feeling about a worm or a cockroach? Either one. We got them. No. Absolutely not. No. Back your little tootsies. No. See what I mean? Maybe I need to upgrade a couple of these enclosures. She's a climber. Hello, Vissy, my love. Be safe and give Fee all of my love. Maybe she'll get her. She's about as big as my thumb. Chonky little cutie. So this is Meg, and I think she's hungry because she just jumped. Ooh, that squeak. So Meg is a few years younger than Greg, just an FYI. I want to say Greg's around 5 or 6. So Meg's probably like 3-ish. And if you remember correctly, this was an enclosure we made on stream with all the little like crosses and stuff that Kills printed out for me, or like laser cut. She dismantled every single one of them and piled them in the corner as trash. Because spiders choose what they're going to do. You don't choose your spider's enclosure. Your spider chooses their enclosure. So I have worms on the loose. Gross. Let's see if she'll take a worm. Oh, she feeling it. She thought about it. She's thinking about it. The moment it moves, she'll go down. She's hungry. But this is Grandma stole a pulchra, Brazilian black. She's just a BB though, and they grow really slow. Do it, worm. Do it. Do it for Meg. I'm gonna try to spin her so you guys can see the fangs. Vissy Spider, no, she's still literally in a threat pose. She's a pussy. Do it, Meg. Do it. You know you want to, Meg. Just bite it. Just bite it. I know, it's a fucking staring competition. I want to poke it, but I don't want to touch her. It did a full barrel roll and she almost got it. You see those fangs though? Ooh, she gave us a way better view. Thank you, Meg. Do it, worm. Just try. I don't think I've ever gotten through all my tarantulas on stream at a time because this is what it is off stream too. You have to wait for them to at least tag it because you can't leave living bugs just like crawling around like that. The Brazilian blue, I put her to the side because I have to check those later. Her enclosure is easy to check for him, but a lot of them aren't. I can't poke the worm now. There's nowhere to poke. It's just got to come alive on its own. Fuck. Go, worm, go. I know. I mean, I guess this is a natural defense mechanism and bugs are smart and whatever, but like we got more spiders to feed. Can you just like let us bite you and move on with our day? Thank you so much. There is that one fly that is haunting my tarantulas. I'm gonna kill it. Get it. She has her hand on its face, so the second it moves, it's done for. It's just getting it to fucking move before she forgets about it. I should take a picture. She's so cute. I really want to poke the worm. That's what she said. Put this again in our Discord if you'd like to see them. Oh my god, Chris, I feel like I've seen a spider RC like that before. Like, just seeing the picture of it reminded me of something viscerally. Eat it. Do it. I poked its head. Do it, Meg. We believe in you. You can do it. Bite it. Bite it. Bite it. Bite it. She's covered it all. Like, it's so hard to poke any part of the worm without touching her legs right now.
Now, I'm going to
Thank you,
fuck
Emma.
with Satan's cock.
Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexy than pure separate consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you for those 36 months, honey bean. It's a really fucking long time. Is that 3 years? Holy shit, that's 3 years, bitch. What the fuck? Thank you. There's that fly. I'm gonna murder it. What up, Donna? We're trying to get little Meg to bite the shit out of this worm. She's kind of being a bitch about it. I think this worm is like acutely. No, the worm is blue. They look like these. We call them gummy worms because they look like that. The moths are not near as pretty though, which is kind of a bummer. Dude, was it good sleep? I truly hope for your sake it was beautiful sleep, honeybean. I can't poke it anymore. Shit. Well, I'll find another spider. You guys keep an eye on her. Make sure she doesn't escape. Thank you. Did she fucking do it? I know. Ooh, I just had out an actual blue spider. They're kind of blue black. The species, they're called a Brazilian black tarantula, but they're kind of like the color of like a black lab or something. How they kind of like has shine blue in the light. What up, Rod? Welcome, Raiders. Sorry, I have to be real quiet because if I scream, I'll scare my spider. What up, everybody? Welcome to the Spoods. I hope you're doing well. I hope life is not too terrible to you. Thank you for warning them about the spooters. If anything, if you were brave enough to come, I promise you, it's a lot more boring than you'll ever even understand. It's a whole lot of just waiting. And hoping your spider gets smart enough to bite. Do it, Meg. Do it. Do it. Do it, Meg. Do. Commands are back. Oh my god, the bot is back. Yay. It's been dead all fucking day. You can do it, Meg. We believe in you. Yeah, her fangs are literally resting on, I mean, those two lines you see, that's actually the worm's design. Like, those two lines, that's the worm. I know it's really misleading, but she is literally has those two chunks of her face coming off the front, that fuzzy part right there. That's her fangs. Those are resting on the worm as well. No, you're right. You're right, but I also thought the same thing. That's why I was like, what the fuck? Is she just like not biting? Nope, just the worm. Man, if my spiders wanted to cuddle, I'd be here for it.
Go, Pikachu. Come out.
Dude, Supernova, thank you. I know, the little shit's been playing dead the whole time. Fucking asshole. Thank you so much for sending the class, keeping the class alive and giving it any swings. Not you, Supernova. You're amazing. Thank you for using your Prime. Don't forget your Amazon Prime subs. I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual. See, she knows it. She just won't bite it. She's being a bitch. You're being a bitch right now. Here. She fucking hated that sound. Rightfully so. Everybody did. So I have an example. I know I've talked about this before, but I've talked about like how a lot of spider owning is just like owning a box of dirt. It's Exhibit A. There's a spider in there. Down there. But this is all I see. Those are all the spider's molts that they threw in the trash can. That's their trash can, which I can't fucking reach. Oh, look, a little baby roach got out. That's nice. Down there. Somewhere. There's a spider in there. So we will put a worm and hope for the best. While little Meg over here does nothing. And then we wait. There's a blue fang tarantula in here, Ephibopus cyanognathus, if you'd like to see one. They're quite beautiful. I was trying to grab one of the molts, but I couldn't get it. I try to wait for feeds, but this is one of those ones where usually food just disappears because, like, you do. Honestly, I've tried so many times, but like this enclosure is a really good example of you don't get to choose what their enclosure looks like. They redesign it overnight without your permission, and that's just how it's going to be. I don't know how else to explain that. Like, we did this one on stream. This Megs. Ooh, get it, Meg. This entire enclosure we made on stream this past year, and I literally like designed it with little printout, little laser cut gravestones, and it was a graveyard. And I watched her bulldoze every single one, and it's this corner actually. You can see the piles of sticks. She took every single little piece of decoration that we put in here and piled it over here in the enclosure and buried it. She said, "Fuck you and your work." Moody teenager. Oh, 100%. They're pissy little assholes. But it's actually, and she put a molt on top of it. Like, that's her trash can. He's an asshole. That's her molt. She's such a bitch. She was like, here's my dead skin and all the decorations you tried to do. Which box is Zeke's? Oh, nothing this size. This is far too generous. I want her to bite it for you guys so bad. Let me see if there's another spider we can feed. Blue Fang bitch still hasn't taken anything. This big beaver might be hungry. Keep trying, Meg. We're rooting you on. Did my music die or is it just really quiet? Oh, it's just real fucking quiet. Good. Good. Love that. I'm just gonna start it over. He's fine. Wow, it was so fucking quiet. I thought it died. I apologize. Weird. Exactly, Donna. Yeah, same with like tarantulas, cockroaches, crickets, basically anything with a mouth cuz that booty is just so soft. Yeah, it's very 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 vulnerable. This is another Pteranopelmis asmi. So this is a really good example. Donna, you've probably seen it before, but this is a blue spider. She's right at the opening, so I'm just really hoping she eats. Your fingies. So there's a good example of a blue spider versus a black spider. Black spider. Blue spider. But she's got like a red booty. She's got a ginger booty. Yeah. Still, I can absolutely see what you mean though. This is blue black, but she's a blue bitch. But I wanted to take her food and then I'll open it all the way. But they love to just, ever since this species was a baby, I'm not shitting. If you've ever heard me talk about this, the species of spider I had that would wait at the opening of their enclosure and gently take their food from me, they've done this since day one. But now they're big. This is just a baby. This is a full grown dwarf tarantula. I'm hoping she wants a cockroach. All right, cross your dicks. She's so ready for it, but they're so gentle. See how she just like took it and then didn't? I just have to watch her. Desperately wanted to poke that worm and make sure she doesn't forget about it. Come on, little bitch. Do it. Oh, wow. In the spider anime, that was what he did? Oh, did she get it? Hunting. She got it. Here she goes. Hold on. Don't fall. Good work, Meg. We're very proud of you. Trying to figure out which side she's gonna go. Good takedown. They ride it like a bucking bronco sometimes, and it's cute to me. She got a ginger booty, though. We've had a really good case of takedowns today. The only one that's being kind of a bitch about it is Meg, but her worm's being a bitch. So this is a worm issue, not a Meg issue. Meg's being fine. However, her worm is playing dead like nobody's business over here, and it's just being such a bitch. They are such a fucking pretty color, though. Uh-oh. Meg's trying to crawl out, so I'm going to close hers. Not today, Meg. Not today. Mm-mm. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. Back down with your little peetsies. You're very cute. You're very cute. I love you so much. But your little feet make me so nervous. I know, aren't they cool? You can really tell the crab likeness in them when they spread out like that, and you can see those joints. It is. It's like knee-high fuzzy boots. It is. And a red romper or something. I don't know. It's only on the butt, and it's weird. Their butt is blue. There's short blue hairs all over their butt, and then the long red hairs all over their butt that make it that ginger color. It's so interesting. It kind of makes it like burgundy. And you can see his little eye bundle, that little tiny shine on the very top of his head, right in the middle. And it's all the eyes. Bish has, oh, they're so, I have a lot of Brazilian species, not even like, not on purpose, just because they're pretty. Like, I just ended up like, I picked out tarantulas I thought were really pretty, basically, and a lot of them ended up being from Brazil because they're these colors. Like, this is just, and it's scientists actually to this day can't really figure out why blue is evolutionarily like beneficial because they don't communicate through colors. Their eyesight's not good enough. They barely can see anything. Look at those fangs. So they think it's to emulate like being poisonous to birds or to like anything that would eat them. Because other than that, it's not really anything like when they communicate with each other, it's tap a lap in their feetsies. Big crunches. Boots with the fur. The whole chat's looking at her. Interesting size differences though. Like I was saying, this is a full-grown female. Finger for scale. She's just a dwarf tarantula. Still a tarantula, not a spider. But she's little. And they're a lot easier to take care of because they just need such a small enclosure. Hi, bud. What are you up to? Are you feeling jealous and unloved? We should probably take a break, huh? It's probably been a while. Isn't she? I love these spiders. The blue ones are just stunning. Yeah, exactly. Bright things usually mean bad. Crunch its head, girl. You can do it. Right on its little head. Just a crunch. Just one big crunch. Someday, she'll crunch it. Cheers. Oh, it did Zelda reach her final weasel form? Trick's standing right next to me looking very weasel-esque. She looks like a sheep. I mean, Lil looks like a deer. See how she protects her parts from the roach? It's actually another one down here. I think might be the same species. Let's see. Thank you for your beautiful contribution to today. We love you. Meg still hasn't gotten hers. But this little bee, I have a feeling might be a male, and I just don't know. I bet fucking fast. They are speedy goddamn dogs. When they have the room to do it, it's pretty impressive. When I take them in the mountains, they bolt. They love running, especially Trick. Lil's a little bit more nervous to, like, not be by my side. This one's on the wall as well. This isn't for you, bud. Not for you. See that blue and the red booty? But notice how he's a lot smaller. I'm just nervous this might be a male. We shall see. Somebody feeling hunger? Not you, bud, although you're the most perfect boy. I love you so much. Got this. Yes, get it, my pretty. Oh my god, I think the last one, it's either this one or the last one. Yeah. It was this species for sure, the one that I had to rescue from the failed molt that got stuck in it. Yes, I had to soak their ass. Man, I forgot about that. Get it. Or would you prefer a roach? God damn it. What are you feeling today? Little roach, a little worm. I really can't get a grasp on your palate. Please. Or just sit there and stare at me. I know some of them are very picky about the worms, and you know what it is. I think it's got to be some sort of internal instinct. Worms, these are not a good nutritional source. These are a great water hit, and so like this time of year when it's super dry and I have the heaters on all the time, I try to get them to eat a worm at least once in a while because it's just a lot of hydration. But roaches are a lot more nutrition, and sometimes I wonder if some of my worms know that. They're like, no, these are empty calories. I'm gonna try a roach. Sorry. Are you not feeling it? Oh no. No, 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 no. Back inside. We're not crawling out today. That's not our journey. Now you've got both. What are you going to choose? Is it going to be the worm? Do it. You know you want it. Do it. It's right there. You can see it. Do it. Yes. Bite it. Yes. Do it. Bite it. Mix it. Break it. Fix it. Trash it. Change it. Mail upgrade it. They're all scared of the food. Usually that behavior, I don't know. She's a little confusing because she was interested in it and then she wasn't. It could be one of three things. It could be too big. Like she's not that hungry, so they just won't waste their time on it. It could be a food she doesn't like and she's scared of it. Or she could be ready to molt. And if she's ready to molt, they're usually not into eating. That means nah. So we get you the fuck out of there. 9 and 9. No roach either. That like slow back away. Yeah, that usually means they're gonna molt. And they're just not interested in eating when that's gonna happen. Is that a leaf? Why is there a leaf? I know. This is like, you can't generalize the behavior, but I kind of hope for this sometimes when there's people in my chat who are afraid of tarantulas, because I'm like, no, no, no. I need you to see what big, big babies they are. This one's going to be hard to see. You can barely make out the feetsies, but this is penis spider. There she is. She's a Chinese whistling spider. Because allegedly in nature they whistled, but I'm going to see if she's hungry. I don't know how to view this. Oh, there's the legs. Get it, penis, get it. Bite it, little penis. See all that webbing, though? Oh, and there goes the penis. Good job, penis! Yay! Nailed. See what I'm saying, though? I have a lot of boxes of dirt. This is all I see of this spider, unfortunately, most of the time. But if you look her up, they're bright orange. Were you creeped out before, but I'm so happy. I don't ask anybody to get over any genuine phobias here, but if you're willing to learn and at least just like listen and look, animals are fascinating creatures, man. Like, look at all that web. So this is one of the species from China, but that's all web. Like, she has just intricate tunnels all the way down this shit, and it's just like that, webbed. They're bright orange. They're really, really really pretty. Like, well, not bright, not the brightest orange, but they're like an orange-esque. Yeah. Oops. I webbed myself. But this is genuinely all I really see of her because they're fossorial and they live underground. They're fascinating. I mean, the more I own, the more I've learned about them and been more fascinated by them. Because even just within tarantulas, like, there's so many differences in how you've seen today. So many different homes they make themselves. I think she got it right in the head, and she's just sucking the head now. You can there's a good shot. Look at that beautiful bee. They're kind of peach colored. I'm so happy, Cocky. If I can make anyone hate spiders a little bit less, like, there's way scarier animals out there. Mosquitoes. This her little face, just suckling. There, you can kind of see her a little bit better. But now she'll just sit and suckle, and that's her life. And I'll water them later. I don't want to water them while they're eating. Same, Viata, there's so many bugs in the world that I respect, but I don't fucking want in my house. Aren't funnel webs one of the only, like, actually really dangerous spiders out there? I want to say it's, like, a funnel web or a wolf spider, one of those. That's, like, in Australia, that's, like, the most deadly. Like, it's a no, don't fuck with that spider. If this gives anyone any sort of solace, spiders and tarantulas are different. I know we know that. But there is not one medically significant, i.e., there is not one deadly tarantula, not one tarantula that we know about in the world that is deadly to a human being. So if that gives you any sort of peace in your heart, there are some deadly spiders, but there are no deadly tarantulas. Tarantulas want nothing to do with us. They just want to sit in their little hole, eat their little gummy worm, enjoy their life. Like, I've had this spider for a good probably 4 or 5 years now. This is one of the first spiders I ever got as well. And she just, like, lives in her hole. That's her life. It's very intricate. This is a very, like, tall, narrow enclosure. Oh my god, Cocky. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, funnel web and the Brazilian wandering spider. That's what it is. I knew there was a couple. I think she straight up just killed her worm. Yep, she's just gonna suckle that, so let's find another. Actually, we should take a break before we move on. We started late, so we'll go late. My damn computer. I've got a few more spiders we can look at, and then maybe I'll take a frog out or something. Wow, we're really close. Stretch your legs, take a break, load a bowl. Cheers. Do what you need to do. I'll be right back. I gotta grab a spider, but that's all I hear is balls. Okay, hold on. Let me grab a spider. Yeah, balls, cool. Me too. So this is... The water stains are so bad. This is the legendary Classy spider. This is Brachypelma Classy. Sorry, music got really loud. She's usually a good eater. We'll see. No? Got him. Finish him. Common name is Mexican rose hair. Or no, not Mexican rose hair. Mexican rose gray. Rose gray, not rose hair. She bit it. Now we just wait for, I guess, her to fight it. I'm telling you. I know. Greg and Brittany tend to be the best, like, eaters in general. But tarantulas that's what I'm saying. Like, they're some of the most boring pets. They're just fish tanks, really. Wow. Thrilling. I mean, she got it. I'll grab another box of dirt. Keep an eye on this one. Make sure she doesn't crawl out. You know, Vex, you're probably not wrong. Thrilling. I mean, at least she got it. I know. The Spoots, at least they're eating. Like, we've gotten, I think this is the most takedowns we've gotten in a long time. Usually it's like barely any of them. I know, she got it in the head. That's its ass, I'm pretty positive. Oh, now she's really got it. Oh. Oh, she's got it. I love her colors. My dogs are enough. Like, that's all the affection I can give. They need me all the time. After that, I'm kind of happy about a spider that doesn't want anything to do with me. Just a little bit. No. All right. Thank you. Her name's Coco, by the way. Oh my god, Cocky, have fun with your bestie. I love you so much. Cheers, bitch. She is. So this is one of my prettiest spiders, but you're going to have to Google it. Because she lives down there. This is my box of dirt. This is Persephone. She is a Thailand golden fringe. Oh my god, I think she has a crazy name. It's like Ornithoctone ariotibialis. Oh yeah, and see, she webs to the ceiling. She webs to the lid with this shit. Yeah, but literally, that's why we named her Persephone, because that's her name. It's just so fitting. You can kind of, how do I show you? Like, that's her walkway to come out of her hole. And then up into her hole. And that's where she lives. So it's not much to see, but maybe we'll see legs or something. We saw penis today. That's the one. Thanks, Chris. It's such a fucking weird name. Some of them, like that smaller blue spider I showed you, that one is... Oh, God. Oh, my God. Hold on. The second name is Diamantinensis. Hold on. Dolichothele diamantinensis. I will paste it in chat if you'd like to look up the blue and red spoods. Super fucking pretty. That one, that's the blue ones. Come on, Persephone. The fucking worm fell all the way down there. That was my bad. But on its crawl out, she might come to get it. It's sitting down there. I can see it. Don't worry. The worm is not moving and I'm so sad. I use an additive that basically makes it distilled water, like, you know, like additives for fish tanks or whatever, simply because it cuts down on the hard water spots. That's what drives me crazy, is like the hard water spots that develop. That's hot glue gun. But like hard water spots that develop, like in my geckos and frog cages especially, drive me fucking crazy. There's the worm. Is she gonna get it? It has to move and vibrate the shit, and then she'll come get it, so we'll see. The anticipation's everything, and then half the time it does not pay off. In nature, this species digs like a 7-meter hole, and they live in that their whole life. It's pretty fascinating. Damn it, motherfuckers. I'm trying to see if I see feet or not, and I don't. She might not be hungry, I don't know. I don't see the feet. Fuck. Fucking worm. What a fascinating video. Come and get it, Stephanie. Colors, like even the worm, I know. And if you look it up, it turns into a hawk moth. They're not as pretty, but they're pretty. But they're not like fucking bright blue by any means. Anything? No feats? God damn it. I know, it is late. We're almost done. I think this is the last spider, honestly. That's like out and feedable. We'll leave that for her. She might come out. I don't know. I'll have to check on it later. Ugh. Thank you, Persephone. But that's her, like, tunnels. Lots of tunnels. Yeah, most of my see this one you can see the poops, but I can't get to them and you'll see why. This bitch. Webbed up her entire top of her enclosure. She's right here. But every time I do this, I have to ruin her cage and I hate it. This is my only arboreal tarantula I have. And she's a pink foot. This is the rescue. If you guys remember, many years ago, I went into a, oh, what was it? Like a Petco or something on like in an emergency situation. And she was laying there like practically dead and it scared me. And I would never buy a tarantula from those places, but I couldn't walk away from her. And I bought her. They gave me to her basically for free. And she's still going strong, but you can see how she webs up the entire top of her enclosure, so I literally can't get to the bottom. She's kind of a picky eater, though. We'll see. You can see her little pink toesies. Yes, Donna, you do. I only had to sign it once because I go to the same place and they know me by now. But yes, especially in Colorado, we have a problem with moths. Like, they're invasive as fuck. And this species, as far as I know, they actually, like, turn into some sort of, like, cabbage moth that's terrible for the environment. She ran. They're such babies, but you can see her little peetsy. They're really cute. I don't know if I've ever gotten her to eat on camera, though, to be honest. She's fairly shy. This is a pink toe, avicularia. Literally, it's the easiest name because it's twice. Avicularia, pink toe. Ooh, is she going to turn around? Pink toe tarantula. I was just going to put water in her water bowl, but if she turns around... I'll type it in chat for you. Hold on. I wish I could get you a better view. She's very skittish. Oh, dude, yeah, most of them, I think a lot of them are named after, like, Latin names, so they're just phonetic. It's easy. It's the last names that are fucked up. Like, if you were looking for the classy one, it's Klaasi. It's not Classy. It's Klaasi. Because it's a last name and it's fucking weird. Yeah, this is the pink toe. It's one of the most common tarantulas in the trade, to be honest. But they tend to be really hard to take care of because they do this. Like, if I could show you the bottom of the lid, it's just covered in destroyed webbing. And it makes me feel bad because she works so hard on it from her own little butt. Come and eat it, you little shit. You'll love it. I promise. Just little toes. Come on, little shit. I actually have a purple version of this spider as well, but she's in torpor right now. She's hibernating. I can't tell if she's thinking about it. It does. I mean, that's true. She'll never stop webbing. It just makes me feel bad because, like, the entire lid is all her web just torn off. Her safety space. Kind of. Basically, their metabolisms, like, naturally slow down in the wintertime. So they just eat a lot less and they tend to not molt. And what they do is they actually web over the entrances. So, like, the way her like, it's like a U shape of webbing and the opening is, like, right here, kind of. And if she webs over the opening of that U shape, I know she's not interested. If it's not webbed over, she's usually interested. If the worm will fucking move. Hi, Drew. How are you, love? Same with reptiles. They tend to just, like, kind of go into a weird sleepy state. Because they're tired. And cold. Because they're cold-blooded. Or whatever. They don't have blood. But you know what I mean. Are you thinking about turning around? You could do that for us. You're so cute. Or the worm could move. I could try a cockroach, but I don't want to, like, freak her out. She seems very, like, jumpy today. It looked like she was going to spinneret it a little bit, and then she didn't. I'm going to try a roach. It does kind of look like she's making biscuits. I'm going to go on in this angle. She's considering the roach in there. I might get rid of the worm. It seems... Let go. Alright. You get to see how strong the webbing is. The worm is fucking on it, and I can't get the worm the fuck off. Oh, look at her little spinnerets. I'd like to get the worm off. I might have to get it off later. I don't know. Yes, 100%. Yep. What I usually do is I leave the spiders out that I didn't see eat or I didn't see kill their prey. And in 24 hours, if they don't kill it, I pull it immediately. Yep. 24 hours is the general rule. I don't know if that really, like, is like a hard standby, like, that's the time. But that's the time they tell us. I'm sorry, these last ones were just like toes. But her toes are cute. The roach is coming out. I don't think she likes it. Avicularias are really picky eaters in general. She always makes me nervous, and she's always skinny. But I guess that's probably part of being an arboreal spider. Well, thrilling. Oh, she hates it. Something happened. I was just gonna close you up, little fuzzy boo. I really want to get that fucking worm. Ah ha ha. Did you hear that ripping though? Crazy. They also won't eat if they just molted, and I feel like I see a molt down her tube here in the back, and she won't want nothing to do with that cockroach. Got it. She doesn't seem interested, and I don't want her to be stressed out. Almost lost a roach. But you can see, if you Google them, they're really gorgeous. They're almost emerald green. Like this really enchanting emerald green sapphire color. And then they've got the pink touzles. And I think, I want to try to get the molt out because I think she fucking molted. But it's down there. Trade me spots, little one. I almost got it out without ruining it. A leg. Sorry, BB. Trade me spots, you cute little shit. There we go. Molted. So this is why she doesn't want to eat, because she just did a big work and she's soft. So, but you can really see those pink touzles. And this is the most vibrant she'll ever be because she's brand new, but she's really skinny. I wish she would eat. What a beautiful baby. I'll give you a day and then I'll give you food, okay? I know, they're gorgeous. Really pretty. She's very, but when they molt, we call them gummy bears because they're so soft and squishy. They're really, really delicate, and even their fangs don't work yet after they molt, so they have to like stretch out and bundle up like a cute little ball. Okay, we're gonna leave her alone because she's been through a lot. I threw cheeseburgers at her face right after a facial, and it's just rude. But that's a really good molt for the toes, even though it didn't come out whole. You can see her pink feet, and then that's her carapace, so that's the top of the body, I guess you would say. And if it was a really good molt, we could sex her. I already know she's a female, but the way you sex them is by looking at the inside of the abdomen, which is that little crunched up part. And then there's her fangsies and the pink hairs where she drools. And then the sticky pads, which are still kind of sticky, even though it's just a molt. You can almost like pick them up. Oh, there, you see that shine? That's part of their defense mechanism, is to show you those shiny feet and be like, look at how rainbow I am. Aren't I scary? Rainbow shine. But when they molt, they get a full new body, so. She has new shine on her peetsies once they dry up, and she gets nice and hard. I was trying to get the other ones to glow. But they are not hitting the light right. You only get to see one. I know, it's like near her water bowl. I'll get that one later. I don't want to stress her out anymore. I feel bad that I didn't see her molt, but if you look here. So this is where she is. Her molt was right here. So that's what I saw down there, and I was like, oh, fuck. So I was trying to pull it up, but that's her crazy, like, U-shaped thing, and then it, like, what does it do? It goes down along here, and then it goes up this way. And the openings are on this side. It's wild. She's a wild spood, but that's her. And that's why I can't get her little poops. Those are spider poops. I can't get them. Because of her. Damn it. My back's tired. How about you guys? How's life? What's up? Welcome back. I would like to cheers now, but also we can cheers in 9 minutes if you want.
Turn it off.
That was about half my spoods. The other half are molting or busy nesting. I don't know. Whatever they do. I know. Porque nos dos. Amen. That's a good portion of my spoods, though, if you've never seen them before. And you got to, I mean, genuinely, I don't just say that. I think we got more takedowns this time than we usually get. Usually it's a lot of them, like, pushing at their food, kind of doing that, feeling it. They don't know what it's like living in the streets, having to dig your own burrow, hunt your own crickets. They don't realize that this isn't native and they're spoiled rotten, little bastards. Running away from food, exactly. Like, normally we don't get anything. That was a lot of really good takedowns. Oh, Z, that's creepy. Dude, when my Nana passed away, we found so much expired... expired, like, canned fruit and shit. Like, really expired. Like, expired in, like, the 90s or 80s. And we cracked it open, and I swear to you, a lot of it was straight up black goo. I don't know if there's such a thing as a non-perishable. Those perish. Was it black goo? I thought non-perishable meant, like, you know, it had I don't know, I guess 30 years is quite the lifetime though, right? You can't see them, but they're both asleep. Cheer. Where's my lighter? Maybe that's it. Or maybe, like, the conditions they were kept under or whatever. I don't know, but it was black goo inside. Like, something out of an alien movie. Like, black gack. Really, the only non-true perishable... the only true non-perishable is honey. I believe that. Isn't it, like, its own antibacterial or whatever? Cheers. That's what I thought, yeah. 5 minutes? 4 minutes? 6 minutes? Antimicrobial, thank you, that's the word. Yeah, I was thinking about that because I watched something recently on Instagram or something that was talking about honeybees protecting their hives and what they go through to protect their hives. And, like, outside of, like, giant bugs coming in kind of almost on accident and them just, like, dismantling them, or, like, hornets or something, they're almost, like, they're parasite free and stuff because of that quality to the honey, which is kind of fascinating. Leave a jar of maple syrup in the sun for a decade, you'll get maple wine. Oh my god, why? That's such a long time to wait for wine, but maple wine sounds incredible. And I think it's only safe if you're like under 2 years old or whatever. It's only unsafe because it could have botulism. Like, there's something about honey where it could have, like, botulin. Is it botulin toxin or something? I don't know why honey has that, though. Like, that's as far as my knowledge goes. Does anybody know why? Like, why does honey have maybe botulism? Oh, it's just lack of immune system to fight it in case it's in there. Oh, that makes sense. They're little undeveloped worms of babies. Yeah, that makes sense. Disgusting. Forgot we're still out loud right now. Now it's 4 minutes to the 20s of the 4s. Where is my audio? I gotta reroute you again. Now I can hear myself. Excellent. Music's not too loud, right? If at all. It's just background stuff. Ginger. I wonder if that's, have you ever seen those crystallized? Interesting. Okay, that's unique. I've seen memes that are funny that are like, I think they're technically just making fun of people with ADHD, but a lot of the memes will say things along the lines of like, oh, I'm at the grocery store. Do we have any powdered ginger at home? It's only $3. I'll grab another ginger. Next time you go to the grocery store, do we have any powdered ginger at home? I think I need that to make cookies. Does anybody? It's only $3. I'll grab another one. And pretty soon you have like 10 bottles or jars or whatever. Okay. What do you call the little square cans of spices? Tin? A tin. Pretty soon you've got 10 tins. Nope, she did that. That was tins. Yeah, the spice tins. I feel like that's what powdered ginger usually comes in. But I've seen a lot of memes about that, and that's something I've definitely done. Like, I think I have a few things in my kitchen that are doublés, that are kind of weird doublés, because I'm like, whatever, it's cheap. I'll just get it. And then I definitely didn't need it. I had 7. I think the one meme I saw about it was, like, sriracha. He was like, do we have any sriracha at home? Whatever, it's cheap. I'll grab another sriracha. And it's him grabbing them out of his fridge as he does this reenactment, out of his own personal fridge. And he's got, like, it wasn't sriracha. It was the other sauce. Hoisin. It was hoisin sauce. And he just pulls one after the other out of his own fridge, just laughing at himself because he's got like 6 bottles at this point. Because every time he goes to the grocery store, he's like, whatever, it's cheap. I'll grab another bottle. It was pretty good. Because I'm pretty sure we've all done something like that before. We did that with parchment paper. Oh my God. Ziploc bags, parchment paper, tin foil, any of that. Any of those. Accoutrement to a kitchen, same. We did that with parchment paper a few years ago, ended up with 8 rolls of parchment paper. So now when we have an excess of something, we call that parchment, that level parchment paper. That's pretty good. It's burrito. Yeah, exactly. It's burrito level high versus parchment paper. Yes. I'm trying to think of the last thing we did that with. It was kind of ridiculous. We actually use 100% real honey to treat a nasty. I love that. My dad got instead of Neosporin because we didn't have any for some reason. It was amazing how well it works. Right. I mean, there's like ancient technologies behind using honey and stuff. Like, obviously go use healthcare if you have it. But I know honey and tea, like, not only does honey and tea help with localized allergies, I think. That one fly is haunting me. But because of the antibacterial properties, that's why it's really good when you're sick, right? Methinks. 1 minute, less than a minute. And it's the happy 420s time. Most canned goods are totally dependent on the container staying airtight. Some other goods, especially high sugar or brined ones, are more resistant or few microbes can survive some anyhow. Is that why, like, back when we were kids, your mom would be like, go look for the dented cans? Because, like, you'd get a discount on them, and if you used them quick, it wasn't too bad. But, like, really, we were just being exposed to microbotulism, maybe. 4 rolls of tinfoil, my defense. 2 were a 2-pack of the extra large size from Costco. Okay, but which ones did you buy first? Like, did you have 2 rolls of extra large tinfoil at home and then go out and buy 2 more rolls at 2 different instances? Or did you have 2 rolls of normal width at home and then you went to Costco and you're like, damn, that's some big tinfoil I need? Because honestly, I'd live for some extra wide tinfoil. Tinfoil's never big enough. We have lots of pepperoncini. I love pepperoncini. I love them. Pickled anything. My fridge, like, I think Zach's told that story before when he first came to visit me for the very first time. He scoped out my fridge as a way of, like, judging my character or some shit like that. And he was like, your fridge looked exactly like the guy in Fight Club. It was just, like, condiments and pickles and one giant bottle of, like, nice scotch in the fridge for some reason and a takeout box. It's like, thanks. Thanks for... He told me this later, years later. He's like, yeah, that's how I knew you weren't crazy. I'm like, what? That meant I wasn't crazy? Because I had the fridge from the crazy guy from Fight Club? Happy 421. How did that happen? How did that happen? I blame you, stoners. Cheers. That would... Oh, man. I think 10 millimeter. I literally just had this conversation with somebody. Somebody asked me recently. I think 10? I don't know. It's so bad because it's been so long since I got new ones. I just wear these rubber ones. I don't remember. Like, I'm scared to replace my nose ring because I don't know what gauge that is. Zeke is an interesting folk. I've never met anyone to judge someone by that before, but I'm here for it. I will. I have a pair somewhere. I'm trying to think. If I could just see 10 millimeter in my hand, I would know. But they never have the size on them in any way, shape, or form. That was a very hot hit. Ew, cocky, yuck. Ugh, what does that taste like? What does that taste like? Better than a bunch of rotting food. Don't look at my fridge. It happens to everybody. One day you open your fridge and you're like, what's that smell? When's the last time I cleaned this? It tastes sticky, but it doesn't have, like, a flavor? I don't know how to put that, but you know what I mean. It doesn't have a flavor. You just get sticky? Oh, I hate that for you. You could just go to a good food shop and get them measured, I bet. Or DIY if you have some calipers. Yeah, probably. It's weed flavored. Oh, it is. I was wondering if it would taste like chemicals or something. I don't know. Just because it's the oil. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think I've ever had one spit oil. Mine get clogged, but I don't think I've ever gotten weed in my mouth. Like oil in my mouth from one. Are you going on an adventure? Is that adventure just to stare at us in all your thinness? I have giant weasels. I kept my nose in 18 just because I have too many piercings to keep track of it. It's easier when you keep them at the default beside my lobes as. I don't know. Is it the default? Like, I really wish I would have written it down. I just never do. It's terrible. I pierced it myself, so it's not like I even have a record of that. I know. That's what I said. Like, she really looks like she wasted away in a bed while people bled her and fed her, like, aqua tofana. And there's the mystic invisible boy. He's been there the whole time. I used a giant safety pin for my nose. You know, the ones that were like that big. I think they're like quilting safety pins. Like an 18. I would guess it's small. It's not like abnormally large or anything like that, but it's never closed. I can take it out for years at a time and it doesn't close up. It's pretty crazy how it stays open. They both, oh my God, they're both here. Hello. Did we just out of, we just, okay. Hi. Hi, your sister came over first, but I don't know if she wanted anything really. She just came to haunt us with her face for a minute, right? Thank you for being so good today while I fed spiders. You were so well behaved. You didn't come over and bug me much, or shake the table, or accidentally knock over a spider, or a cockroach. God forbid. I'd rather the spider. Hey, my good boy. Yeah. Just the sweetest boy that ever did. This is the only warm fuzzies I want in my life. The rest of them can be cold and distant. These guys want plenty of attention. Did you have a good nap? What are you looking at? Go, Swab. The undead. They're all around us. You don't understand. I know you can actually see his eyes. Like when they're buried in the fuzz. Is that a mole? What is that's a mole. Oh my God, he's the cutest little mole right there next to his ear. Cute. His eyes are like chocolate. They're so pretty. You're such a pretty boy. You're so handsome. You are. Thanks for coming to say hi. What? Teddy bear eyes. He has the definition of puppy dog eyes, where his sister has the haunted. Literally, I think she was like a Victorian child in a past life that died of the consumption or something. I don't know what it is. Whereas he has like the, but I'm such a cute puppy, Mom. Just a little puppy. That's all I could be. I know. You're very cute all the time. Could not sin. Zelda's eyes, I think, are honestly more puppy. She has human eyes, but they're kind. Of course she comes back right when I'm about to talk shit about her. Where did you come from? I love you. Lilith has like that mean intelligence behind her eyes. If that makes sense. Like a mean girl. You're just all love. But look at that haunted look. She's still a big sweetheart. She's the sweetest girl in the whole world. She's just haunted by an undead child who died in 1823 of tuberculosis. So now she's dominant as fucking humps, my boy. Can you not? Ma'am. Every day. Every fucking day. She does. She looks straight into your soul and starts to life tap it. Whereas Trick gives soul. Why is your back wet? What did you do? You're sick. You're all sick. That's fine. Don't pull my shirt off, okay? You have a very nice nose. Thank you for coming to hang out. I know, Donna, it happens all the time. It's fine. That was a headbutt in my hand. All right, bud. Now she's under my desk, pouting. Your sister's kind of a little bitch. It's fine. We love her. That being said, she did come over first, so maybe you're kind of being a little... Are you being a little bitch? You're hiding. You're too cute for that. Are you hiding again? Do you know what is happening here? What is your intelligence level? I mean, Donna, it probably doesn't help that I have a million nicknames for them. So, like, there's Trick, and there's Trickery, and there's Bubba, and there's my boy, my very, very special boy. And then there's Bill, Billith, Bilbo Slaggins, Lilith, Lilbo, Billith. I don't know how many I went through. Like, they have too many names. It can't help. It is. Is it that time to... Oh, he knows what time it is. Is it time to go on KLAW? Oh, your breath. Oh boy. Is it time to brush our teeth? Yeah, it might be. That's some horrid breath you have. It was a little, like, death in there. Now lick me with it. That's fun. I know. Lilith should be able to destroy Tamantha, no problem, but gets distracted by Trick's incessant attention stealing. No shit. Lilith could take out Tamantha in like 2 seconds. This is honestly, I don't know if... No, my other dog was we called him Bud. Bud. You became Bubba. It's like like, Lil is Bill when she's being a Bill. And he's Bubba when he's just being a silly, dumb Bubba. Sometimes we're just not the brightest crayon in the box. That's okay. We still love you. Is it time? As long as you want to cuddle, I'm just going to sit here. I don't know what's happening. Malachi was like that. Officially, her name was Weasel, but I called her anything from Kiwi to Easy, and she knew I was calling her. That's these guys, too. And they know the tone of it. It's so interesting. I swear, they're beyond smarter than we realize. I think humans have that horrible habit of, like, it can't be smart unless it's human smart, and it acts like a people. And it's like, what if intelligence is not defined by people in any way, shape, or form? Shock. Wow. What? You mean people are dumb? We couldn't be. Could we? It's like, go fuck yourself. I want nothing to do with you right now. All I want to do is go outside. I said the word. Are you wanting to go outside? I don't know if that's a yes. Your breath. What did you eat? Now I have to wash my hands again, bro. That is some shit right there. Good thing I washed them. I've been all up in spiders. That would have been sickening. How much cuter can you make yourself so no one's on my side? Are you the cutest boy? He's a weasel. He just looks like a weasel. Do you want to go on out? I don't want to say the word because he'll punch me in the tit. Try go outside. Do you want to go outside? He's so fucking confused. Do you want to go outside? He hates me so much. Do you want to build a snowman? It doesn't have to be. He hates it. Do you? I don't know what tone to do it in. Would you care for going on a little jaunt? Having a wee little frolic in the not inside? Maybe go for a heated not sit? Trying to go for a walk. Try to go outside. He's sick of my shit. He couldn't even be excited. You could. I know. You know what I mean. You're just tired of me. It's fine. All right. Oh no, shit, he's playing Enshrouded. I wanted to see the new Enshrouded material. Is he, I mean, I'm assuming he's playing the most, what's the word? Updated one. You know what I'm saying. Yes. Another one of my oldest and dearest friends here from the Twitch Sphere Technique is playing it apparently. Fuck yes. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I know it was a little scatterbrained, but it was fun. We listened to good music. We got so much good music this week. It's fucking crazy. And then we, you know, fucking fed a lot of spiders. I don't even know how many. I could count the worms. A lot. Got good takedowns. Tomorrow's Borderlands Day, so if you want to hang out with me, Knives, and Vis while we play more Borderlands, we started the pre-sequel, right? I noticed, I said I said that earlier today. I don't know what to do for Black History Month. I'll have to look into something we could do to honor people of color in our country. But I realized that this morning. So once again and always, happy Black History Month. We also got Boysicle. That, I kind of loved it. Like, I would show that to people with like a and just watch them watch it. It is. I like that level of weird though, which is questionable on my part. It is. It is the pre-sequel. Yes. Borderlands pre-sequel is where we're at, if you would so care to come hang out with us while we play it. We're playing through the entire franchise. We just beat 2, and it was pretty fucking dope. Ooh, thank you. We could do something like that on stream, too. Like, actually go through, I don't know, learn something. Better ourselves as humans. It's always a good idea. I love doing stuff like that, especially because I know my history and education was lacking, for lack of a better word. Heavily lacking. There wasn't a lot of, like, real American history going on there. It was a whole lot of Oregon Trail bullshit. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not it. Where's Frank? Ooh, I'm excited to see. Enshrouded's super fun, but I haven't played it in months, and I've heard there was a major update to it, and it's a lot differenter. Ooh, they're playing Words on stream right now for in-between times or whatever. Like I said, thank you for hanging out with me today. Take your joy, drink your water. Cheers. As per the usual. Movie night in like an hour and 20 minutes in our Discord every single night. We watch fun movies. We watched some fucking bangers last night. I wanted to just add though, during movie night and stuff like that, when we're in there, don't worry about like having to kick yourself if you feel like you're falling asleep or something like that, or feeling bad that you might fall asleep during the movie. At the end of the night, no matter what, Glut cleans out the Discord. There's no one left in there. Now, he pointed out a good point. If you rejoin, I don't know what to do about that. Like, you just live there now, I guess. Like, no one sits around and watches it all night. But if you pass out or something, like, don't worry. If we notice you when active, Glut empties it out for us, which is dope. Excuse me. Come hang out and play movies. Go hang out with my boy Frank. He's super fucking sweet. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Borderlands.